Hello, everybody, on this beautiful Thursday afternoon, the Cocktail Lounge. How is everybody doing? Of course, this show is always brought to you by the hard work of my man, Riders Up Tim. And are you, my man? How you doing today?
I'm doing great. Was getting ready for all the races this weekend. Got done with all that early. I said, let me go ahead and handicap the card. Started off race one with the exacta and the ice cold trifecta to get things going. So let's do it tonight. I feel good. Let's do it. Let's win some money.
Beautiful, beautiful. And having everybody join us out there. Bobby D, how are you? Thanks to everybody joining us tonight on the YouTube channel. Hope everyone's doing well. We got a fun weekend of racing coming up, but tonight we got a great card here at Woodbine. As Riders Up Tim already said, hit the ice cold trifecta in the first race, and he's ready to hit some more for us tonight. So we are excited. So very good. Great to have you all with us. They just had the third race just ran. So far, it's been the Pietro Moran show. He's got two wins so far on the card, and then another chance here in the fourth as well. But we are ready to make some money. Exactly. And Tim, do you have any videos coming up this weekend that people should be looking for or anything like that?
I do. I've got a video coming out tomorrow morning, so keep an eye out for that one.
Yep.
It'll be primarily focusing on the Haskell, but I got a couple other races I'm going to give out that I like for playing tomorrow on that Haskell card at Monmouth Park.
Exciting, and stay tuned for that race because it's like musical chairs. Who's running? Who's not running? Who's in? Who's out? It's like that could be a wild 24 hours there of who's in, who's out, who's staying, who's going. You know.
Exactly. I mean, it's really crazy that it looked like there were going to be like 8 horses, and then there were talk of one's a definite scratch. Now another's going to scratch, another one's cross-entered and may run elsewhere. We may end up with 5 horses.
Jeez Louise. Welcome to the Monmouth Bayshore, you know. Always, what do they call it? Always interested in Oceanside. Exactly.
There you go.
So there you go. So, but right now we got Woodbine coming up here. We're on to race 4, mile and 16th, maiden 7,500 for maidens, fillies, and mares, 3-year-olds and up on the poly track. And let's see here. We'll just quickly add this. Hey, Frank Payne, how are you, bud?
What's up, Frank?
So, but everybody is staying in the race, which is great. So, yeah, and let us know who you guys like out there. As always, we're happy to have you. And if you're playing a stable duel game tonight with Woodbine, let us know how you're doing. We'll check that out for you. Exactly. I actually have 2 horses in this race in stable duel, but as always, we'll let our man Tim take the first race of the night. So if you want me to start there, Tim,
sure, absolutely,
sure. And this is interesting. I have 2 horses in this race that I think have a chance. Even before this race, I looked at this race. I thought this was a very inconsistent group. You know what I'm saying? Like one that doesn't like. No one really. The 9 obviously looks very tough, and they're my third choice there. Motor and Maggie. I love the horse. I just don't like the post. You know what I'm saying? Like if Motor and Maggie was in like the 2 or 3 or 4 post, I would think she's like 4 to 5. I think this horse, the stretch out will definitely help, and I definitely think they will be in the picture. You know, wouldn't be surprised if they win. I just don't like the outside post. You know, for the. In this race. So I went as my first pick, and interesting, she's at 7-2 in this race, is Britt for David Cody and Sky Schnitz. I threw out the last race, which was on the turf. Just didn't steadied after the start. Really had no chance if you watch the replay at all. And I don't know really if she even likes turf to begin with. But if you look 2 races back, versus maiden 10,000. She made a really, and again, she's got to get to learn to be a better starter. She has trouble at the gates, but she made a really solid effort to be 5th, versus 10,000. Now she drops to 7. So I think this horse, and then the public so far is betting her. I think the 7's a real live horse at 4-1 here. So I was 7, followed by the 2, Pedro Moran, riding for Patrick Dixon again. These two are 25%. The 2 Irishmen hooking up here, Patrick Dixon and got to go for my Irishman there in second, and then the 9, Motor and Maggie third. Hey, Rodney. Rodney's joining us. Hello, sir.
How about who was that you said you had on top, Sean? What was the first one again?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So I had the 7, Britt.
Okay.
On top. Then
I had the 7. What was the other one you had before the 9?
Oh, and then I had the 2, Rumors Fly, for Patrick Dixon and Pedro Moran.
Got it.
Yeah.
And Pedro, he's only gone back to back here, so can he get 3 in a row?
Yeah, exactly.
We will see. It's definitely interesting for sure. So
yes,
yeah, the thing about this race is you're right. I would prefer if the 9 wasn't outside, but I had this 9 so much the best in this.
Oh
race.
yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, no, yep.
And look at that.
Gentlemen,
the formula.
See you.
Right on here, exactly.
Bringing in the big guns.
We're bringing the big guns for race floor here. Love it.
But yeah, I just thought that the 9 was much the best. And I was asking again about your picks because we're kind of all over the place. It's other than the 9. I like this 3 a little bit in here. And when I was looking at the 3, it just looks like this horse I think wants this distance. I think it's going to be interesting to see how he handles the added distance, because he went a mile on the turf, but his longest race on the synthetic has been at 7 furlongs. So I just think that this horse might improve off of that, but he's definitely going to have to step it up a little bit. But I like the move in the move to Salas in here. He can get some horses home at a little bit of a price. So getting 8-1 right now. He's somebody that normally when I play him on these longer shots, I've been pretty good in getting him into the money. And I also think it's interesting that if you look at that race, the last race of last year was the only time that this horse has ran without blinkers. And I thought that was pretty good from an outside post and was actually closing up. It looks like only closed 1 position, but closed up pretty good lengths and was really gaining in that after a wide trip. So I think that the blinkers off might really work with this particular horse. So
sure, yeah,
it's going to be interesting to see. So I'm going to take a chance on the 3 underneath. When you're going with such a chalky pick on top, I think that you got to find a little bit of value underneath. Then I did go to the 7 as well. I had the 7 third for all the same reasons that you mentioned. And I just think that this is another one that could finally put it together, because the thing is, and this is why I had the 9 so far ahead of everybody here, Sean, is because this is just not a great group. I mean,
no,
top to bottom, if you look at it, it's really not a solid group. So I was just looking at where everybody's been running in here, and this horse started out in a maiden 15, but has ran at this level the last 2. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong one there, but started out in maiden optional climbers at a much higher level. Yeah. And then, I think that this is a much better fit for the horse. You can throw out the grass races and say that this horse is improving. So I definitely think the horse has a shot in here to finally put things together and get a piece in here. So,
yeah. Are we surprised at all? I'm just looking, which is interesting, right? Because I'm with you. I think the 9 is definitely the horse to beat, per se. Are we surprised? And it's just interesting. The 9 is 6-5, and the one who actually finished ahead of the 9 last time is 6-1. I just find that interesting. Owaga. Yeah, I didn't use them. I just find that interesting that they're.
Yeah, and the thing to me is I looked at this one and went back and forth because I know that the one was the pick for some folks in here, but I honestly don't like the one. I
Yeah,
actually,
yeah, neither did I. No, I just thought that was interesting that,
yeah, no,
when
it
I saw
definitely
that.
is. And I actually put tall. So, in my
Yeah,
form,
no, yeah.
I
He was
could
my
put tall,
fourth pick, but I just thought it was interesting that,
yeah,
So, yeah, so look at this. Elisa and Jeff are singling the 9. That's how confident they are. They are singling the 9. They're not even using anybody else in the race. So, yeah.
that is
So,
definitely
and,
interesting.
and anybody knows that Katerina and Raphael do very well together, you know.
I just think this nine's going to be really tough in here.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. Yeah, there's the one right there. On his toes, ready to go. Kevin Plowcha, how are you, my friend? Frank Payne says the 6 beat Britt in his first race on synthetics. There you go, 10-1. Nice value there, Frank, if you believe in the 6. Very nice value. This is an interesting race from an exotics point of view,
It definitely is because again below the 9, when you get past the 9 in here, it's just like you could throw a blanket over the rest of them, so
Yeah.
anybody could come in. And this 4 is the longest shot on the board, and I went back to the 4 a few times, and again, this was one that it looks like it. I get why the 4 is why it is, but I don't know why I kept coming back to this particular horse, and there was just something that just kept catching my eye here. But honestly, I don't know what it is because there's a whole lot of over there.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. There's Katerina right there with Raphael on the screen. 7-5. Now, a lot of people don't know, like for some barns up there, which is unusual versus like, let's say, American racing, right? A lot of the assistant trainers are the ones who actually walk the horses around. That's not everyone. Some have grooms and stuff but a lot of the bigger trainers, like their actual assistants, will be walking their horses around as their people in the paddock, which is interesting. Not a very American thing, but up there it's very popular, and it keeps the horses because it's a familiarity, Oh, I
Keith in
think
the
I think you're
chat.
on mute. I think you're on mute.
I am on mute. Sounds
There
like my
you
goal
go.
here is to figure out a way to beat the 9, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, good luck with that one because that's what I was saying. I'm finding somebody to even finish underneath the 9.
Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
I'm still putting stuff through my data model here, so I'll come up with
Yeah.
a few data-driven opinions in just a
Hey,
second here.
Keith. Keith is heading to Yonkers tonight for some stakes action. Good luck, Keith.
Ooh,
Sake and sushi.
that sounds good.
Ania Carnifisa. My boy Keve Nichols.
This was another one that I gave a couple of looks at here because it has just been running against much better. Couple maiden special weights and some maiden optional claimers at 49.2, dropped down to a maiden 15, and now finds herself here in a 7,500. So to me, this was one of those dump jobs because
Yeah.
on the drop, I've got to see some sign of life at the higher level before I'll bet them on a drop, and I just don't see any of that.
Sure.
I really wanted to come into this having just listening. Oh crap! Just dropping my stuff all over here. Listen to you guys talking up the 9, thinking, oh yeah, maybe I'll find a way around it. In my formulas, I've got it completely unanimous with the 9. So all 4 of my formulas, the last race out was the best. The combination of the scores of the sire, jockey, and trainer combined are the best for this race. Also, pace wise, if you look at the pace in this race, let's see, what are we going here? We're going 8.5, so it's a bit of a distance. We've got one horse here, the 4, that sits close to the pace. This horse here sits a little bit further back than that, but the last time out he was pushing the pace, which is a little bit closer to just off the pace from my ranking. So that means he's like less than a length off at certain points in the race. So everything I got going here is really agreeing with you guys that the 9 is the horse to beat, and good luck finding a way around it.
Yeah.
Also, we've got a jockey upgrade on this horse as well.
Yes.
Third time out, which
Big
a lot of times, as horses are building up, if they've been building up, that third time out is oftentimes the one that they'll push through on, and we're in a maiden here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly what I saw and said before you came on. I think Formula is that this was my strongest opinion and my most separation of a horse all night long.
Indeed.
Mm.
This is a horse where if you're going to be, playing pick 3, pick 4, this is definitely one that I would say is your best potential single that I've seen so far. Yeah.
I did say interesting formula, right? That if this horse was in the 3, 4, 2 hole, I think 4 to 5, right? The 9 hole at Woodbine can be interesting. I'm just saying that from the outside, because I definitely think by this pedigree that this horse can definitely get it, And I was saying interesting up there. I just saw Julia Ezra, who is one of her assistant trainers, walking out the horse. So obviously they're high on this guy. And look at that 9-1.
Doug's the only one that goes against it.
Yeah, exactly. Doug likes the one here, I was actually forming my picks were 7 to 9. I mean, I did preface by saying the 9 is definitely the horse to beat. You know what I'm saying, and a must use. But I just thought if the outside post gets a little hard for some of these horses at this level, you know what I'm saying. If this was a maiden special weight, and this is one of Katarina's horses, and this is Raphael, I'd be like, oh boy, 4 to 5. Like let's go. But this is 7,500. This isn't a maiden, 111,000.
Top liver.
So it's an interesting. Just to me, is a little bit of a
Yeah.
But I do think this horse is awful tough.
Exactly, for sure.
Yeah.
And where do you go after that? It seems like the obvious choices here for me are the 1 and the 3. Some of the money's going to the 7. I can see the 7 as well. I'm trying to figure out where some value might be here, and I think the 2 and the 6 might give you some value. Both of those are drawing above double figures right now. I like the 6 because it's dropping in class. I think that's going to be pretty significant here. Some of its races have been better than what some of the other horses have been racing in. Then you look at the 2, 10 times out. Yeah, that's a lot, but 4 out of those 10 times finishing in the money. So there's something to be said there.
Yep. Yeah. And Pietro's won the last 2 races, so he's going for the hat trick with the 2. And when you have 2 Irish guys get together like Pietro and Patrick Dixon, 2 native Irish, exactly. So, exactly, you always have.
Speaking of, I'm gonna have to find myself a drink here.
There you go.
It is the cocktail lounge. You will need one of those.
You will need one of those.
I'm working on that.
Yeah, let us know what you're drinking out there tonight, everybody.
Yeah, Bobby? I got my little cans of Tip Top over here, so I might be popping one of those open.
Oh, there you go. Bobby D's got a exacta box 1, 2, 9, and 3. Okay, so he's kind of step in step. What we've been saying for the most part, I would say. Hoaga looks a little revved up there on the track. Hey, Marv Beatty. Let us know who you like. Rumors fly, looking good there. Coming back from Fort Erie. Ladies Rum looks good on the track there, Tim.
Yes, that's a horse. I really like that horse here. I don't know.
The 3?
Standing strong.
Yeah, getting 8 to 1. That's good value on that horse. Yeah, I'm fine with that one. What do you guys think about the 4 horse? Because I'm thinking about pace here. There's a lot of horses that if you look at pace numbers, they are way back, way back. But the 4 is one of the few horses that is consistently two lengths off the pace.
Right.
And we're going 8.5 furlongs. Yeah, this horse has faded in the past. Definitely showing some of the worst speed figures. But in terms of pace, if this
It
horse
could be a
somehow
value
manages,
play for sure.
Yeah, and formula. The interesting thing is, a minute ago, I told Sean, I said that's a horse. I pointed out that she was the longest shot on the board, and I just kept going back to that horse in my PPs. Like can this horse stick around?
exactly. That's
Yeah,
what I'm having a problem with.
That is the $1 million question right there. Yeah.
Fadezilla. But
Yep.
5 races. Maybe the 6th one is the one where conditioning works out right. 63.6 second, 5 furlong in the last workout though. That's not selling it for me.
No,
No.
not at all. I'm trying to just figure out how I want to play this because I'm looking right now. Exacta's the 9-1 is paying $16.10 for $2. The 9-3 is the next at $26.50, so not horrible.
That's not bad. I'm about the 9-7.
$32.90.
That's a nice one. That's a great one.
Nice.
That was a great one. Yeah.
For $2, yeah.
I mean, that's kind of exactly where I'm leaning. So, I'm gonna play the 9 over, a few horses for an exacta here.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Guys, am I stupid here, or is 2 to 1 a friggin' gift on this horse?
See, that's where I'm knowing Woodbine as much as I do. You know how you say sometimes it's too good to be true.
Yeah.
If this was a maiden $111,000 race, you know what I'm saying, and that I would say yes. If this is a $7,500 claiming race, and Katarina's dropped this horse into it, I'm a little bit more suspicious than I am of her at 111,000. Do I think this horse could win by 5? Absolutely. I think this horse could win by 5. That's why I didn't, especially on the outside. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You never know what can happen up there.
Yeah. My formula ranking on the last race for this horse was a 9-4. The next highest after that is a 6-8 on the 1.
Yeah.
Horse.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty considerable. It's not at the point where I call it out specifically, but there's a drop off. The 4 is a -10, just by comparison.
4 is a -10.
Yeah, it does go. My formula numbers do go into the negative sometimes.
There you go. Yep.
All right, so we got about 3 minutes left here. So what are we gonna do? All right, we'll start off a little conservative. I do like the 9 on top and think that we can't beat it. So we're gonna go in a $2 bet, $8, 1, 3, 6, and 7. It would even be profit on the 9-1 if we get that home, and the other 3 would pay pretty decent. For kicking things off.
Okay.
I like it.
Should I suggest him? Yeah, no, I love that bet. I love that bet. Would it be too much for $10 if we stuck in the 2 behind him?
27 if the 2 pays. 28 now. I'm shocked that the 9-6 is paying only 13. Well, I guess the 6 is getting bet down a little bit more.
Yeah,
okay. It was higher earlier.
Yeah, Keve's always, Yeah,
that's the one I was looking at where we might be able to get some value.
Yeah,
but,
no doubt.
It starts trending backwards now.
Yeah. No, I like 9, 1, 3, 6, 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. It'll cost us an extra $2. we'll go for 10 instead of 8.
Yeah.
Just
The way
added one in.
when Pietro's riding, Tim would agree. When Pietro's riding well, he rides well. You know,
He's got 2 wins in a row.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So and when he and Patrick Dixon, he'll be trying for him. So,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take this off just for 1 second, guys.
sure.
Sure thing.
Get the volume, and then we'll get it right back. Thank you to everybody for joining in tonight. I know Twitter is not, we're not able to be seen on Twitter yet, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, that's the thing. I mean, you look at our viewers because of all the Twitter things right now, and it's really killing us.
Yeah. Okay. So
We have got to do the premium thing.
I don't know. Screw Twitter. Seriously, I'm tired of all the little.
that's
money
kind of my,
games.
is that, yeah. There
Yeah.
we go.
You know, we've got a great number of people here that
Yeah.
are listening
Yeah.
right now who
Yeah.
are joining in through YouTube, and that's fine. We don't need to
Yeah.
give Twitter extra money to
Pietro
carry
Moran
us.
looking for a third in a row here tonight.
I think
He's
the
won
real viewers are
last
on
two.
YouTube. Let me just
Going
put
in
it
as
that way.
ladies
I think
run.
very
I love it.
passive
Yep.
viewers.
For
Love the
ladies
YouTube
run
guys.
in
Yep.
this race are off. So
Sheets
no
player,
bettors
how are you? Has a
standing
$5
strong.
exacta box 7-2 win, place, and show on the
Saki and
two.
Sushi will be next for Juan Crawford. The betting favoring the number 9, Motor and Maggie, who is currently at 9-5. Saki and Sushi has gone up. Anya Cornificia F alongside Anders Sky Chanet's on Brit, looking for a double tonight. Silver Lasso moves to the outside with Motor and Maggie. Stand by for a start. Motor and Maggie, the ride for Rafael Hernandez. Outside
Rafael.
gate, here's the favorite. And they're all in and locked up. Start coming up. Now Ian Ross taking a look across to one who has reacted in the gate. So a slight delay there. Rider getting back on Brit. That's Sky Chanet's. Now the field stands.
This horse Britt is
Ready?
a terrible starter.
The
Does
7.
not like the gate.
Let's see.
Holding the field for a moment as they get ready for the start once again.
Hey
And
Dan,
they're
thanks
off.
for joining.
And awkwardly out, Anya Cornificia F and Brit
Ooh.
racing badly at the back
Yep,
there
after
you go.
jerking along.
Weird
Yep.
start
The
for the
rider getting
6.
back to the tail
Yeah.
now.
Exited
but
the
settling
gate
in
well,
front
and
is
then
standing strong. Going
not so
forward
good
is
after
Saki and
that.
Sushi racing up on the outside
Oh,
towards
that
the
9's
paces.
gonna be
Both Silver
5
Lasso
wide.
and the widest Motor and Maggie, who took
Yeah.
the turn deep. And as they take the turn out the
Yeah.
stretch, they stack up in behind with Powerker over on the inside of Rumors Fly Ladies Rum and the widest Anya Cornificia F and
I still
2.5
think
to
she's
Britain's
just that
last.
much better.
The pace is moderate. And going to the
Yeah, I
front,
think she
is
is.
Motor and Maggie on the outside, racing clear.
Boom.
Motor and Maggie by a length and a half. Up sharing second, Saki and Sushi over on the inside of Silver Lasso, a length away, standing strong.
Hopefully she doesn't
One to
think too
Anya
highly of
Cornificia
herself when
F.
she burns
In
out.
behind them, Ladies Rum, Powerker the inside,
she
and
only
back
went
second last,
24
Brit
and 3.
commencing a run. And dropping to the tail is
Going
Rumors
down.
Fly. About 6.5 covers the field. They work along to the
It's good.
4.5.
It's strong.
Motor and Maggie shows the way by a couple of lengths to Silver Lasso. Saki and
49
Sushi in third placing, and 2 lengths away, Anya Cornificia F on the outside of Standing Strong. And then came Powerker. Brit is 3 wide. Back in the center is Rumors Fly. And last of all is Ladies Rum. Racing out
We'll
in
have to
front
give a
remains
run.
Motor and Maggie by a length and a half. 2 in second.
our
Silver
horses are
Lasso
behind those
reaching deep.
two.
On the rail, Saki and Sushi from Anya Cornificia F. And here comes Sky Chanet's on Brit. Has let loose from absolute last and is winding up really well. And in
Whoa.
behind them, making very good ground, Pietro Moran on Rumors
Brit.
Fly. They come inside the quarter. Motor and Maggie by a length to Brit. Rumors Fly down the
Come on,
outside
9.
and battling away on the rails. Powerk is getting a rails run now.
Come on, Ruff.
Out wide comes
Yeah,
Rumors Fly. This could be a third for Pietro Moran. Has raced up to hit the front. Motor and Maggie in second. Ladies Run from the back
Oh,
is
my.
finishing well. Out in the lead is Rumors Fly. Down the center, Ladies Run coming on with Powerker behind Motor and Maggie. And Rumors Fly going on for Pietro Moran. And 3 in a row. It's a very good win by Rumors Fly. A close
Ooh.
photo, Ladies Run on Motor and Maggie for second and third. Powerker behind them and a gap to Brit. At the time, 1:48.56.
Yeah,
Well,
when
we added the
Pietro's,
2 underneath, but we didn't have the 2 on top.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. No, yeah. When Pietro's on fire, I had him across. It's 14-1, but when
Calculated risk there.
when Pietro's on fire, you have to try to. Well, the 9 came back for a second.
Yes.
Oh,
I hope the 9 held on for
Thanks,
second. It was
Kevin.
starting
Yeah.
to look like maybe
Yeah.
third.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure the 9.
So too,
Not
but
that it helps ours.
no.
no, but no. Pietro's riding really well right now. He's down to 5 pounds already. He had the 10 before. Now he's down to the 5. He could be a journeyman nut for not
To
too.
the winner, Rumors
distant future.
Fly, a photo for place, 2 and a photo. Here are the times on the race. The first quarter was 24 and 3. They ran the half mile in 49 flat, 3/4, 1:14 and 2, and the mile 1:41 and 3. The time for the race, 1:48.56. A photo for place.
Those Irishmen, when they get together, you got to watch them.
293.
Yeah.
Second is the 9. That's Motor and Maggie. Third has gone to number 3.
I do think this,
Fourth
and I
was
was saying
1,
this.
Howick,
Right, we're all
2,
geniuses
9,
after the
3,
race,
1.
but I think
Oh,
if
of
the
course.
9, no, but I think if the 9 was in the 3 or 4 path, not the 9 hole. You know what I'm saying? I think the 9 wins by going away. You know.
That first turn expended a lot of energy
that's
trying to
what
get
I'm
to the
saying.
front.
I think Rafi
Four
just goes
wide.
straight to the lead from the 3 to the 4 post, and it's c'est la vie. You know what I'm saying? I think I just think that first turn just was the difference in the race.
How about the value you get from the 2 though?
Yeah,
Who was
love that 14 to
4 to
1.
1 morning
amazing.
line dropping?
Yeah.
Listen to this though. The 2-9, your 9 is overwhelming favorite. Your 2-9 exacta pays $95.80 for $2.
Amazing. Yeah. Uncle Sully. Hello, sir.
Give him a turn then, okay? Just give him a quick turn, guys.
Wow.
He's stuck in Mizzou for 3 hours, so he can't bet. Oh,
Yeah, okay, turn her head my way. Whoa.
Rumors Fly is the winner.
No,
Great
sideways,
performance
guys,
coming from the back of the
sideways.
field to score. Congratulations
Yeah,
to
a little
Patrick
bit
Dixon, the winning
sideways.
trainer for Colebrook Farms, who bred this winner.
there's
A
Patrick.
Brown 4-year-old filly. She's by a Mies Holiday. And from a Sligo Bay Dam, can't be at the story. Congrats to Pietro Moran. He's won not just 1, not just 2. He's won 3 in a row.
Wow.
Great style, and that gives him his first hat trick and a successive one here at Woodbine on one single day. So Rumors Fly with a breakthrough win in start number 14 at 14 to 1.
Did anyone have? Good for Sheets player, huh? I mean, he missed on the 7, but he had win, place, and show on the 2.
Nice.
Good job. Yeah, for a second there, his 2-7 was looking actually pretty good there. I thought the 7 was going to get up there.
Yeah.
But Pedro getting the job done there. So hope everybody's doing good. How's the weather out where you are, Formula?
It's not too bad. It's falling down a little bit. It's like high 70s, so it's not
Good.
super hot and sweaty. I can open the sliding glass door here.
Oh, good. There you
Probably
go.
get a nice cross breeze, and I might do that actually.
Tim, how about yourself down there in get that?
So it's about 80 right now. We had 80s today. It's definitely cooled down from the 90s we were having last week, but looks like that's done right now. So should be pretty decent over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. So great job, Sheets. 30, 50, 11, 30, 5, 40. I join you on that one.
Huge value on that horse.
Yeah. But as they like to say, turn the page. We just only started with one.
Did we call out Bobby D here? He did a complete exacta box, had both of them.
Who did?
So he should be.
Oh, Bobby D.
Nice.
Well done,
Bobby
sir.
D. Yeah, that is.
He's a super. Wow.
Yeah, that's a super right there.
Wow. Bobby, tell us you played the super for $586. Well done, sir. 2931. That's exactly how he called it.
Yeah.
And Tim liked that 3, ladies rum.
Yep. Yeah, I like 931, and then I was adding in the 2 and the 6 afterwards. But I'm doing that. I'm calling out more than half the field. So
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It was Tim's call.
And look at that. We got $539 left in the pick 5 already. We got 195 left in the pick 6. And in the pick 4, which is 100,000, is down to 6,000 already. So
Yeah. And like
a lot
I said,
of
that's a
people,
race I probably would have singled the 9. So
yeah, no,
I don't think I
absolutely.
would have been
I
alive.
bet a lot of people did,
Yeah.
I'm absolutely sure they did.
Oh, yeah. No,
Exactly.
they can't blame them. Yeah, yeah.
Who can? Who can?
Okay, so
All right, so we're down $10 to start off with. No big deal.
nope, exactly. Nope. We'll turn the page here. 5th race, 6.5 furlongs. This is off the turf. Is not on the turf. Optional claiming 40K, non-winners of 3 per 61,600 for 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 3 races, or Ontario side allowance, which have never won 3 races.
So all races are off turf then?
This one, yes. Oh, wait a minute. This one is.
There's one race later, race 7.
Race 7 is on turf still.
Yeah, right, exactly. This is pretty cool formula. The inner turf up there, which is great at Woodbine, it has its own drain system. So literally, even on the rainiest of days, it takes about 9 inches of rain for them to call a race off the inner turf. Isn't that amazing?
That's a lot of rain. Yeah,
that's a lot of rain. So so it drains very well. So
good to know.
Yeah, so that's a kudos to Woodbine.
Yep, they got their stuff together there.
Yeah,
check that out. So Fab here said he's got a 2-race parlay with Pietro Moran. Rumors fly the $14 fixed odds into looks lucky to me at $6 fixed odds, which would be a parlay of 84, but he will collect 4,200 if he gets race 7.
Wow.
Let's root for that.
That's amazing, but that'd be incredible.
Calling Pietro at the right time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, huh? Crazy. So, so we'll bring it back up here. Let me get the screen back up here so we can start looking at our next race here. Let us know who you guys like out here. And Forma, who do your people say here? What do your charts say here on this race?
Oh yeah, I'll give that to you in just a second here. So this race, it seems so in terms of pace. Let's start off with pace. There's going to be a bit of a challenge here. I think the 6 looks to be the most likely pace setter, but there's going to be pressure here. Pressure from the 8 as well. And also pressure possibly coming from the 2 or the 3. The 2 usually sits just off, as does the 3, but both of them were pretty keen on the pace their last 2 times out. So who knows whether they're going to be at this race. They could be pushing. So that could leave the door open, especially at the, well, no, we're going 5 furlongs here, so it might not leave the door open as wide. But some of these horses that are coming from further back that do have a nice charge down the stretch could end up getting that door left open for them. The horse I like the best here is the 7, which does sit just off the pace, has a little bit of a charge down the stretch. I like it opening up for him a lot. Best trainer jockey sire combo, in my opinion. Sitting closer to the pace, as I mentioned before. A lot of my formulas have this horse pretty high. 2 gate to wire wins, so he could end up setting the pace here potentially. He's done so in the past, 6 times out of 9 in the money. Kevin Ettard, trainer. Coming up next, I would say the 5, and we're going through a bit of chalk here, and I'll give you a slightly more value play after this. The 5, didn't talk about him too much, sits off the pace a little bit more. So again, I'm hoping that a horse who is mainly sitting in higher class, maybe getting that door open from a little bit to charge down towards the end. And then my third play here, got a toss up between a couple different horses here. It's close once you start getting into this third range. I'm having a toss up between the 6 and the 8. I'm probably gonna have to look at odds after this. The 6 definitely is a horse that if you're going to be playing deep 7 times out of 10 in the money, definitely going to be the pace setter. So maybe holding on for that 3rd place if you're going to go as deep as a trifecta. And then the 8, At least morning line, you get 6-1 on him. I think trainer jockey sire combo, I have him as the second best, only because the sire is a pretty weak sire in my opinion.
Yeah.
If there was a slightly better sire, probably would be the top one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are my opinions on this race. So I'm looking at like that 5, 6, 7, 8 range, with the 7 being the one that I would key in this scenario.
Okay. Yeah. And just remember, my friend, we're going 6.5 furlongs here.
6.5. Why do I have this as 5? Did they change something? Because we're off turf?
They're off the.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank
No
you.
problem. Yeah. Yeah.
Makes the race more interesting.
It does. Yep. Tim, who'd you like here, my good man?
It's really funny because so when I handicapped this, I had the 5 on top, but I was going back and forth with this race, and I'm going to try to beat the 5 in here. I definitely think that the 5 is in a good position to continue to move forward. It's funny that we're off the turf in here because I'm not sure that the 5 doesn't prefer that. If you look at the synthetic, this horse is 4 for 6 on the synthetic, 2 wins, 2 seconds. So I definitely think that the 5 third off a layoff here, Kevin Attard, Saheen, they're going to be competitive in here. But I landed on the 7 to beat the 5, and that was way before Pietro started off on fire and won 3 in a row. And so here we have him again. And here's one of the reasons. And I have another horse or two beyond what Formula was saying on that's going to be a speed horse. I've got the 1 wanting to be out on the lead. I also show that the 2 is going to show speed and not necessarily be 1 vying for the lead, but be right there just off the pace. I think that the 4 is going to potentially want to show some speed. The 5 is going to be right there. I think that the 8 is going to be right there. So that's a lot of speed. Even the 6 horse has had a couple of races to where he's been gate to wire. So the 7 was a closer. And this is the horse that I think is going to close up, is going to benefit the most from all of the early speed up front. Pace makes the race. And in here, this is the horse that I want. And, the interesting thing to me as well is Kevin Attard has 2 in here. So he's got Saheen on the 5, who's going to gun to the lead with all of this other speed. And then he's got Moran sitting here on the 7, who's going to pick up the pieces late. So I really think 7 over the 5. And then I also picked the 6, and I had the 8 right there as well, but 6 and 8, both for me underneath with the chance. The 6 was the other one. The 8 is going to be another one of those speed. And with all the speed, I think the 8's dropping. One of those with the speed could hold on for third. But the thing about the 6 to me is going to be that the 6 is your other closer, and Imogen getting up. So I really think that this is a horse second off a layoff, second time with the trainer. Or first time with the trainer. It's like I think this is a horse that could definitely, if you look, this guy does well with it, and that's an angle that I think he does okay with. First time claiming horses and getting Imogen up here. She's ridden the horse before. So that's a one that could definitely finish for a piece here. But I'm going to hit this 7-5 pretty hard for me.
Guys, I got to reel back what I said. I was talking about race 6.
Okay.
I'm like, wait a minute. Kevin Attard doesn't train the 5. What's going on here? That is not in my notes. I got to correct him on this in a second. And then.
All right, I'll go, and then you can go.
Now we know where you got the 5 furlongs.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. So my first pick in this race is going to be Grandma Horse Racing, because she is an absolute all-star.
Rock star.
$25. Thank you, Grandma. You are the bomb. We always love having you. Jones, you got some very good news today, and I hope that is fabulous news, Grandma. We're very happy for you, and thank you so much always for coming in and supporting and bringing positivity to us. We so appreciate it greatly, my friend. Always welcome in here. Yeah. So my first pick in this race is Grandma Horse Racing, but my second pick in this race, I love the 6. It's a gamble. Reloads Rebel, excuse me. Darwin Bannock. My friend Michelle Love used to train this horse. This horse is just, he's a talented horse. Just was getting a little tired at the end last year, needed the break. New connections, Darwin. I think they found something here. This horse showed a lot of speed when it was young, and now it's found a way to close now. And I think that's going to make this horse, especially in this race, ultra tough. So the 6 was my first pick. The other interesting horse here, I think Ryan Munger on the 4. My second pick is the 4 Musical Spell. I think he's going to take this horse a little further back than people think today.
Mhm.
That's just my guess. I could be totally wrong. You'd be right on the pace, and I could be totally wrong. But this horse versus 25,000 at 6 furlongs made a really good close under him with Colonel Mustard, and that horse has been up in the 40s claiming races before too. So that wasn't a bad group. And even if 5 furlongs was coming, I think versus this group maybe goes back to that kind of off the pace form. And I think that could be very interesting. So I was 6, 4, and how can you throw out my boy Petro? 7. So I was 6, 4, 7.
All right.
Wow.
Now you guys want to hear my opinions on this race?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So Tim, I think we agree on a couple things now that I've seen the light on this race. Yes, there is a lot of pace. There is a lot of early speed.
Yes.
And yes, I do agree with you that the 1 and the 8 seem to be the most early speed. I would say the 8 overrules the 1 in this case, but the 1 will definitely be pushing the 8, and possibly, given his race the last time out, the 4. The 4 could even be pushing the 8 even more than the 1. But there's definitely going to be some pace dueling going on there. In terms of closer potential, I've got the 7 and the 5. 7 and the 5, I've got good scores on both of those. Right now, the 7 and the 5 are getting 2-1 and 3-1. There's a couple horses here that are trading in that range. The 6 at 3-1. If you look at my scores on the main formula that I use, it's 5, 7, 6 in that order. So you're talking chalk, chalk, chalk. But there's some value out there. I do like that 4 a lot. One of my formulas, the one that goes off and tries to find some fun, let's say, does have the 4 as its number 1 pick. So that's based on a couple of different factors that some of the main formulas don't look at. So I'm curious about that a whole lot because, like I said, that could be a pace challenger. He's also one that has a little bit more oomph towards the end. I think maybe McLean's Music being the sire there might be giving him a little bit of an edge as well.
Sure.
So yeah, there's some fun things to be doing there. Is this a race that I'm picking, or is this a race one of you guys has?
That's the race you're picking, my good man.
Oh, it's the race I'm picking. I see how it goes. All right. We got some time here. 9 minutes to post.
They're just coming out.
Plenty of time. Yeah.
I would just point out right now that in the exacta probable 6-5 is your favorite exacta, paying basically $7.25 to 1.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And 5-6 about the same.
Yeah. Bobby D off that very nice hit is going exacta box 6785.
Okay.
Good job, Bobby. Fabulous hit.
I'll tell you, I like the 7 a lot, and I love the exactas with the 7 right now. I think they're all paying pretty well. So.
Yeah.
The Pietro show.
The only thing that shocked me about everything you said, Sean, and I like all those horses, is that you're leaving the 5 completely out.
Yeah. Oh, and in my picks, yeah, the 5 was my 4th pick. 5 was my 4th pick. That's Alan Bill O'Willing. Huge race last time. I don't really know what happened. I mean, he came out absolutely in the stretch. I mean, just went completely. So I kind of question mark saying, what happened here? But this horse definitely is very live, you know?
Yeah.
And
one of my biggest disappointments in this race is that the 3 scratched out because I loved the 3.
Yeah.
Did you?
I did.
Jerry McKnight, I agree. Grandma is the star of the show tonight.
Yes.
Hope you're doing good, Jerry. Thanks for joining, my friend.
Any other thoughts out there
Yeah, let us know, guys, who you like here.
21 people watching.
Yeah.
As we said before, we don't get Twitter anymore, so all the viewers we get from Twitter, but I'll take all the
Yep.
people we get from YouTube over the ones we get from Twitter every day.
Yep. No, you guys are
These are
all
the people that
a
actually
little bit.
interact and make the lounge good. So
I went and I posted it out there and posted the link on Twitter so people would join. If you guys want to check
Wonderful.
that out and maybe share that real quick. But I will
Sure,
say we
yeah.
got 19 viewers and only 12 likes, so make sure you hit that like button while you're here.
Yes. Thanks,
by
guys.
all
Yeah.
means.
So appreciate it. I can do that right now, my friends. This is an interesting race.
It is.
This is what I really like. I mean, obviously, everyone knows I'm biased. I love Woodbine, but what's so great is that unless it's like a really big, there's no horse that you can really single. You know what I'm saying? Which is, you know what I'm saying? Like you can make a case for these. They do a wonderful job putting these races together where it's hard to go singles. You know, in these races. You know.
It's hard to cross a few out while you're at it.
Yeah. You know, so.
Like I keep looking at 5, 6, 7, and I'm trying to say which one am I going to beat?
Yeah.
Which one am I going to knock off and say that's not going to be finishing in the money?
You're right. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Because I want to put the 4 in there and I want to put the 8 in there. In order to do that, I want to knock out one of the 5, 6, or 7.
Yeah.
Preferably the 5 or the 6.
Yeah.
Man, I'm having a hard time, guys. I really am. I think if I were to knock one out, though, I would knock out the 5. Just because if this gets into a pace duel and they sustain, then the closers may fall out.
Yeah.
And if that happens, I think the 6 and the 7 have a better chance of sticking with the 4 and the 8. What do you guys think of that? Tim's being awful quiet.
No, I think that's a very this race is just wide open. You know.
It is. It's very even.
Yeah.
I know there's the parity between 5, 6, and 7. You see it in the numbers, but you can extend that to a couple other horses as well.
Yeah.
Whew, doggy. So which one is it gonna be?
You know,
Frank?
out of the 5, 6, and 7, I will say this, that they've all had, you know, 5's had 6 races on synthetic, 6 has had 6, the 7 has had 8, and you know the 5 and the 6 have 2 wins. The 7 is the one that only has 1.
Yeah.
And you know, it's interesting to me. This was originally a turf race, and the 5 is probably the least turf race, the least turf horse of them all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I'm starting to come around on this. Now it's just who do I key? Let's see. Whew. No
But
easy decision.
your call. You call it completely.
Oh, I know. I get it. I
I'm
totally get it.
I'm just talking,
Ooh,
thinking out
look
loud.
No,
at
it's good. This is what I love. We get together, we figure it
Exactly.
out. We'll solve the
Rumors
puzzle. We let one
swirling.
person lead, but everybody has a say. Go ahead.
There are rumors swirling around at HQ. Ooh. Interesting.
I think I
What?
might know.
What's that all about?
I think I might know.
Like a Sully.
Is Los Amigos coming back? Is that what the rumor is?
The only thing I want to know, Uncle Sully, is who is Guillermo?
That's Dennis. That's Dennis Trusty's grandma.
All right, guys. I think I'm ready to.
Here's Big Blair Thompson, 568 at Woodbine.
Sean, what is that I hear?
All right, guys. We'll go 50 cent, try key box. Keen on, I'll say the 5.
Okay. Yep.
With the 5, you get the 4, the 6, and the 8 for a total of $9 spend.
Okay. There you go.
So we are hoping that the 7, that's how they spell grandma in Mizzou. So yeah, we are hoping that the 7 is the one that falls off here, and we get some value out of the 4 or the 8. Like we were saying before, trying to find some value here.
EJ Roman is saying shock the 6 out, playing 5-2-7, and Mike W's got 5-6, 5-6, 7-8 straight.
So you chucked out Pietro after he's won 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's laying off this one.
He's done. Yeah, he needs a break.
I'm not saying he's done. It's just not 4 in a
He's
row.
done for this race. I mean,
It's not hitting a grand slam.
or is he?
I mean, I essentially need him not to show.
Yeah.
We're taking some risks here today. Taking some risks. That's how you do it.
Dan says Blair's on fire today. He's keying the 6 over the 5-8 in an exacta and try 6-8 with 5-6-8 with 1-5-6-8.
All right, Dan.
Throwing in that 1.
You know what I like about that is there's no mention of the 7. So So Dan, I think we can come to an agreement on that one. Let's do that.
Thank you to everybody joining us tonight.
Everybody joining in.
Ticking up a little bit. We're up to 25.
Yep. And rumors galore.
Rumors are just spreading like wildfire. What can you believe these days?
It's crazy.
It is crazy. We're up to 24 people viewing. Thank you everyone for joining. Rocking the house here in Woodbine.
Couple of people think it's Colin live with Loggins.
Yeah, it would be. I did see him sporting a new hat recently.
Yes, absolutely. The Loggins hat. Yes. That will be worn all over Saratoga for sure.
It's a rough look, but he can pull it
Moving
off.
up is Suna Luna.
Look at this big thing. Mike W is expanding his bankroll from $20 to $30.
Oh,
I like it. Inflation. I like it.
Hey.
On Suna Luna in the red. Musical spell.
Right after this, we'll talk about that 1-800 Gamblers
Alicia's
Anonymous.
Kid successful earlier in the program. Musical spell.
Well, now that he's bought 8 horses from Little Red Feather,
First of the Kevin Attard runners, Fabled Prince, going to gate 5.
There's the Al Oling colors.
Reloads Rebel is the ride for Emma Jane.
Wow.
And
usually
Marin
Box
to keep
going
his
into the
streak of
gate.
wins alive,
Very
as is the
proud of
case
him.
for his mount, Pat's Gamble, who won at the end of last season's campaign and
Look
at the
at
start of this
Pedro.
one. Valerian Sky, also
Tom
last
Cool
up,
and
winner will be
collected.
last to join. Stand by for a start. This
Good
field
luck to
is ready
everyone.
to run, locked up.
Yes, good luck to everyone.
Off their race, and Valerian Sky won the start.
Ooh,
back to the tail end.
Inside horse.
Second
Yeah,
last,
hurt for
Suna
1
Luna
and
and
2.
Valley Victory on the inside at the back. Going
one
through for
will
the
not
early
be
lead
for the
is Musical Spell after Valerian Sky, but Valerian Sky kicking on quite strongly in
That's
front
what we
by a length of
expected, the
Musical
8 and the
Spell.
4.
2 away
As I
in third is
said.
Reloads Rebel from Fabled Prince, and they're fairly strung out. 3 lengths behind them came Suna Luna, and second last, Pat's Gamble, tailed off last, 7 lengths away. Make it 5.5 now, Valley
like that.
Victory. But showing up in front,
Need the
Valerian
five to get up
Sky
there
got
for
to the
something.
rail, head on the chest, leads by 2 lengths. Musical Spell second, edging forward, Reloads Rebel on the outside, length to Fabled Prince, and behind them, Suna Luna, Pat's Gamble, and still yet to tack on is Valley Victory. And Valerian Sky making them work, leads by about 2 3/4.
Five is
Reloads
moving.
Rebel to
6 is
second, Musical
moving.
Spell the inside, Fabled
5 is
Prince
really
winding
moving.
up, and they're closing in now on Valerian Sky as they come inside the
8 is
quarter.
fading.
A length and a half to Reloads Rebel, and Fabled
7's
Prince finishing
moving.
well. Pat's Gamble
Pietro's
coming
rolling.
home down the extreme outside for
5
Pietro
is going
Marin.
to take over.
And as they come down the stretch, Fabled Prince, Reloads Rebel, join Valerian Sky,
The 7's
and
moving.
Pat's Gamble behind them. It's Fabled Prince and
Not
Reloads
enough.
Rebel fighting on.
Come
On the outside, Fabled
Oh,
Prince,
God.
Reloads Rebel coming back a little bit.
No,
Fabled
hold
Prince
on, Nate.
fighting.
Hold on.
Fabled Prince back to the winners list by a length and a quarter. Reloads Rebel, Pat's Gamble third, and Valerian Sky fourth in the time
We were
of
trying to beat the inevitable.
1:17:32.
Oh,
The 7 went off at 5-1.
yeah.
If I would have known that, I would have left off the 8. It was not trending like that when we
The
were
quarter
putting
and
the
22
final
and
in.
4, the half 45 and 3 and 3/4, 1:10 and 3.
I mean, the 7
Final time 1:17:32.
a 2,
Frank
a 2, and a
Payne.
3.
saying the 5 looks much the best. And he was right.
So
And
upset.
they look at that. The 5 got bet down to 6-5. Frank
Yeah.
Payne moving the needle. Look at that. He said he looked much the best, and the public all saw that he
Well, they
picked
really
it. and
run to
boom.
the betting market. Actually,
I would have played that
shows
so
the
differently
prices
if I
next
knew that
to
the
the
7 would be
winners
5-1.
in exact
Although,
order of the betting market. The winner
honestly,
5 Fabled Prince over 6
probably
Reloads
not going to
Rebel,
pay off
7
that well
Pads
anyway.
Gamble, and 8 Valyrian Sky.
Yeah.
They were the only 4 wanted in the betting. They've run
We'll see.
the first 4, 5, 6,
Did
7,
not
8, the
expect
unofficial
that
order.
4 to be that close up. That was a bit of a shock to me.
I expected the 4 to be there.
I expected the 7. I tossed your 8 and added the 7 for me.
True team player. Check him out.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I had it written up in the formula, but I was looking for value. I didn't think if
Yeah.
we did it straight that
Yeah.
there was going to be any
No,
value
win
at
is
all.
a win. Yeah.
I should have just sent it as is. Oh, man.
A win is a win. Yeah.
Win is
Mike.
a win.
Yep. As Mike
That was
Mike
not a
thinks he
win.
won his $6 back there. Hey, a win is a win, Mike.
Yeah.
It does not
That
matter
is good,
how,
Mike.
kid. If you get your money back, that's a win. That's all that counts. That is
Fabled Prince back to the winners list today. Fabled Prince a winner 2 starts ago, going on to success for
I
Kevin
guess Pietro
Attard.
said I gotta let somebody else win a race.
I'm curious to see how much this try goes for because
Not a lot.
I'm so upset at myself. It's not going to go for much, but I'm still upset because this is.
Crazy rumors at headquarters. Crazy.
Yeah. Frank
What
Payne,
does it all
nice
mean?
job though. Yeah, and then Dan Whitson won $1.40. There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, me
Yep.
too, Frank. Me too.
Folks, but before this announcement from headquarters, you may want to fill your glass. Grab
Yeah.
another
Yeah.
beer.
Yeah.
Fill
Drink
up the
another
cocktail.
beer. Yep.
Get ready for a spit take.
Yep.
All right. Trifecta. What's it going to pay at?
Not much.
Yeah.
It could. They were so like betting everybody was up and down like a yo-yo. They might pay. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
But those 3 were sitting at 2 and 3 for the longest time.
Yeah. Let's see.
All right.
Yeah,
15 on
15 for $1. Not that much.
No, so we would have won like 7 on, yeah, on a 50-cent bet, 7.50.
Yep. Yep.
All right, guys. There's the scores. If you won, let us know. We're at a little bit of a lull here, downtime after race 5.
Yes.
If you've got some wins, go ahead and post them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll just sort of sit back, let nature take its course.
Frank Payne couldn't be more. The attempt at watching replays is a huge key to handicapping. Sometimes the comments aren't always what they, what they seem. You got to see it with your eyes to see, whether the horse was actually gaining or.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy to me. So many times you'll see, bumped at the start, and I watch the start, I watch the head on, and I'm like, what did he bump? Did a fly go
Where's the
by?
bump?
Or,
Yeah,
it's
right.
like,
Did he bump himself? What did we say? Exactly.
Yeah, so Mike W, we did a tri-key box with 5, 4, 6, 8. So we left off the 7, knowing that the top 3 were 5, 6, 7, and trying to beat one of the 3. And unfortunately, the top 3 beat us.
Alex he is not accepting the nomination tonight. So that any rumor,
Really?
yes, Alex is not it. Okay,
So
got it.
that's one rumor that we can shuffle to the side.
Yes,
We can just
one finally has gone down. Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, was Alex in Milwaukee? Was there something we should know?
Yeah, exactly. I love Sully.
I mean, if there's draft picks involved, we're willing to talk.
Yeah,
But they got to be
exactly.
pretty high draft picks.
Yeah, they got to be very high draft
Yeah,
picks.
they got to be high draft picks. Exactly.
Rick Johnson says 5, 6, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate?
There we are.
We're official
Tim, I
now,
think
so
you're
we've
on
got
mute.
about 22 minutes to race 6.
Yeah.
Has anybody heard anything from headquarters?
No.
They've been very quiet. They've been
It's
very,
been quiet.
yeah.
You feel it though. You feel
I
something.
feel like a tremor, it's
Yeah.
like the tremor kind of.
Yes, there is a
Building up.
disturbance in the force.
It's a
Yes,
sense of
exactly.
uneasiness for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
sure. A sense of uneasiness. Oh, there's another
Frank said,
rumor.
Hombre got a job on the Bourbon Trail. Yep. That's
I should break out that pin hook now.
yeah, exactly. Ever since Mike W. Sent that up to him secretly, has been has been
Yeah.
enamored with the bourbon and is now giving tours part time up there. Drives
Been
up
in
to
the back of his
Kentucky on the
mind.
weekend.
I think we broke him on that finally.
Yeah. So
He's finally seen the light of day, and he's not around to defend himself.
I
So,
know, seriously.
whatever we say right now, that's pretty much the truth.
Is the formula of the new James Bond? Ooh,
Well,
I like it.
how many people are spreading that rumor? Is there like 7 comments that are saying that?
Yes. David Barista says diesel gasoline trail.
All right.
Good luck, David. How are you, my friend?
The bankroll is
Yeah.
updated, so we are sitting at $81. And fellas, that is not going to do it. We need to pick it up.
No.
No, exactly. And
Need
thank
someone
you
to
to
come in
Grandma
from
for
the
the 20.
clouds.
Thank you to Grandma for the 25. Exactly.
Yes, thank you,
So,
Grandma. Grandma horse racing.
Yeah. So
Oh,
making it
man.
happen. So we
I like this one a whole lot. That would be spectacular.
Exactly.
that would be great. TTP, the official broadcast of Turfway.
Ooh.
It'd be pretty
Let's
hard
seal
to
that deal.
it'd be pretty hard to take out Caitlin Free though. She's pretty damn good.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
we can't top her.
We'll,
We would
we'll-
only be
we'll
in addition
we'll
to.
retain her as part of the crew.
Okay, good. Okay, yeah. If we do,
She's a
exactly.
friend of the channel.
Yeah, I
She's
just
the one
gotta
that
say,
called the
yeah,
trifecta at the Kentucky
Yeah.
Derby this past year.
I have a pretty hard time dislodging her, But thank you, everybody joining us tonight. Trish is in the house. David Barista,
Yeah.
Frank Payne,
We're up to 28 now.
Grandma. Yep.
The Screw Twitter campaign. Twitter charging essentially for us to be live streaming. So there you have it. We
And
will
we
take
have
everybody who's here on YouTube because these
Yeah.
are the real people who watch and comment and
This is it.
participate. That's the
right,
way
yeah.
it is.
6 race coming up. We got 5 furlongs claiming 75,000. For fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 3 races or which have not won a race since July 18th, 2023. 3-year-olds coming up here.
JG Funk, what's up with you?
What's up, JG Funk? Thanks for joining us, my friend. Always love having you.
Cocktail Lounge, race 6 coming up here at Woodbine. We got 3 races left. Spectacular time as always. Got pretty close on that last one.
Yeah,
Tried to get a little too cute on that last one. My fault.
yeah.
I should have stuck to the
exactly.
program.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah. Love to see it.
Love to see.
Yeah, unfortunate, Mike, indeed. Yeah. But that's the word we're
Love to see it. Love to see it. See it.
Chasing down a little-
the Woodbine thing. Race 6, I don't think anyone can beat the 1, Frank says. Solid exact a 1-7. I'm putting, there you go.
Interesting.
I think it's very interesting, and I'm going to tell you why. I'll just throw a spoiler out before we even talk about our picks. I don't
I
have
beat you
the,
to it already, actually. but
I don't
go
have
ahead.
the 1 in my top 3.
There you go.
You
Okay.
don't.
I on Stable Duel, I have 1 and 7.
Interesting.
Yes.
Most of my love here goes to the 7.
That is where
Only
I'm
at
at.
3-1. Okay, so I do want to know. I do not have a very high score on the one. Right now,
Yes.
7 minutes to post. It is currently at 3-2 when it opened up at 8-1.
Yeah.
Someone tell me, Frank Payne, you're out there. I see you. What is there to love about the one? What do you love about the one so much? By all means, I'm curious to hear.
Okay. You want me to go first? I can actually tell because that's actually my
Yeah, you've got
top
him
pick.
in your duel. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So, Lawrence Smith, exactly, who has brought this horse up to Woodbine. Um, the two races they were running against, Faithful Six, Sis, and Quiet Medallion would be like 4-5 here. Like the horses that
Okay.
this horse has been running against. Drops back to 7,500, 5 furlongs. Christopher Husbands, who unfortunately has been hurt, he will be back, but he's got an injury. Has been riding this horse of late, but yeah, this horse went down to Delaware, tried the turf, and that group was, just way over their head. Now
Yeah.
they come back to Woodbine. You look 3 races back, 7,500, 71-1, just missed. Then
Yeah.
you go back to October 23rd, 5 furlongs, just missed. Christopher Husbands again. He gets Sophia, who's great on the front. Right now, the front's playing pretty darn well, and I think this horse with the weight will be very, very tough to catch down the stretch with Sophia.
Interesting. Okay.
My
Yeah.
second pick was Team Pietro, Tempora for Kevin Attard and Pietro Moran.
Yeah.
This horse is dropping. This horse faced much better last time. Bridge to Nowhere, 15,000. A respectable fourth by KK, but was checked very hard. And he's dropping this horse down to the level where I think this horse can clearly win. I think the 7 will be the best horse in this race. But I was 7, 1, and then 5. I wasn't really creative in this race, but I was 7, 1, 5 with a nod to the 8 and 4th.
Okay. Now, so Frank followed up, said he likes his all-weather turf ratings, and I see it now. Absolutely. I think in terms of all-weather, in there with the 7 and the 5, who I have rated a bit higher. The public's got the 5 at 4-1 right now. Yeah, but like you, I've got the 7 as my top horse in this race. In terms of pace, yeah, this is the race I was talking about last time. I got the 7 and the 6 and the 8 I've got as the pace setters here. It looks like I would say given the edge to, neither one I would say I would give the edge to. I think they're going to get into a bit of a pace duel here. But I do like the 6 long term a little bit better. Oh, 6 scratched.
6 scratched.
All right, so it's all the 8 then. I got the 8 as setting the pace. Possible pushing from the 2 and the 3, maybe a little bit of the 7. Yeah. Yeah, I think my top horses here, I'm going to go with 7, 8, and 5, which fairly chalky, but you get a little bit of value out of the 8. I think that's a horse that can probably also hold on in a 5 furlong all-weather race for an in the money showing.
Yeah, I agree, and I think that's even better. As even though you say it's chalky, but the favorite right now is the 1, and if the 1 is not in the trifecta, then we're kicking him out. And look, I'm doing the same, and I'll tell you why. I look at the 1. I see that he was racing in optional claimers and he was racing against Bettor, and I see that when he ran at this level last time out, he did okay. And I'll just say, okay, I don't like the connections. I mean, Lawrence Smith in here. I love Sophia, but I'm just I'm not a fan of I think there are better trained horses in here. I went straight to the 7 because here's the thing about this. You look at the 1 when the 1 was against Bettor, and the 1 didn't do anything against Bettor. Dropping back to this level to do better. You look at the 7 would have won the last race. So Frank, you
Yeah.
talk about watching races. Go back and watch that last race. The 7 would have won. Finished 4th, but was actually placed 3rd through a disqualification because this horse was motoring and was basically was disturbed and is the only reason that this horse didn't win in a $15,000 claimer. You look at the race before that, headed in the stretch at 5.5 furlongs and then just missed, and this is cutting back to 5. So I love the 7 in here. I think the 7 moves forward off of that. Pietro instead of a KK, to me, that's an upgrade. And Pietro's on fire right now. He had 3 wins in a row, came running last race to finish 3rd. I'll take some of that on top. And then I also had the 5 in second, Bino on this one. I think this is a horse that has, again, at a much higher level, it is right there and competitive. I think that this is a horse on the drop that is going to do better. And Sean, you know, I talk about this all the time. On the drop, I prefer a horse who showed something in the other class. I
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
he showed less. And then funny because Formula and I are on the underneath 2, but just backwards because I ended up the 8 ahead of the 1. I had the 1 4th, but I like the 8 more than the 1. Here's the thing I see about the 8 horse. I do see speed, but because it's the 8 hole, I don't think that the 1 is going to try to gun and get it because look at the running lines. The 1 doesn't need the lead. I think the 8, excuse me, the 8 doesn't need the lead. And I think that the 8 is going to try to get out from the 8 hole, but is going to see inside speed and maybe set off of that. So coming from the outside, I think that you get that benefit of being able to see the horses inside you. So I ended up being, I absolutely love the 7. I told you guys earlier that, the horse that I loved a couple back, the 9 was my absolute favorite of the night. This was my 3rd pick, Tempora. So 7, and we'll talk about my 2nd pick later on. But this was my 3rd strongest pick of the night. I love 7 here in this race.
Glad we agree on that. Hey guys, we got 10 minutes to post. I've got some breaking news here. I don't mean to break up our conversation. I think we all went through race 6, but I've got something breaking. I'm going to drop.
No, I'm
Yeah.
here, feeling good. I'm healthier than ever. By the way, I'm not in rehab. I wish I was in rehab.
I've said that 3 times now. So
I know.
should you be?
It would be probably better. Like I wish I was a drug addict, but I'm not. So drugs aren't that bad. I think it's easier to recover from. Frank Payne, baby, love to see him.
Just remember, kids.
I mean, I come in and the bankroll is from 100 to 81, which is according to my math, seems like a loss. You know, I know the people expect better from you, though.
Yeah, we were close, but you know how that goes.
We've been
David. I owe you a response. I do owe you a response. I will get that to you.
The Rick Flair horse
days ago.
Love it.
I owe you a response. I'll get back to you tomorrow. I promise. All right, here we go, baby. What are we doing? Are we making money or are we going to lose money? Right now, it looks like we're losing a little bit. And I know horse race.
We're ready. This is my race. We're gonna make it right back.
We're right there. We're right there.
It's Sean's race.
Yeah.
Yes.
But Ombre, I will give you the option, my friend. I will give you this race if you would love it.
No, I'm out. I'll take let me see. I'll take race 7 instead, if that's okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Sure.
We got Graham. Exactly. Yep. We got Grandma's $25 tonight, which is amazing.
Grandma is amazing. Love to see it. I saw that. I've been
Love to see it. Love to see it. See it.
I've been in the background, watching, adoring, and loving all the lovers and haters in the chat. But
Yeah, there's Alex right there.
oh, Alex is right back at me immediately.
Yeah.
I think you mean the haters and the lovers.
Yeah.
Let's put them in order here. Greatest to
That's
least.
true. Come on, baby. You know I live for the haters, though.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Oh, Mike Whitten, you're not far off with that. I mean, last year about this time, I had the pneumonia scare that almost killed me.
Yeah. Yes.
My
Yeah.
God.
This past
That was nuts.
summer,
Yeah.
and now this summer, a new problem. But You know, like I said, this is not health related. We're healthy. We're doing great. Thank you so
Fabulous to
much,
see you.
John and
Yep.
Tim and the formula, everybody, for carrying the torch, baby. Because it would be easy to just shut the whole thing down when you're going through some stuff, you know? And, you know, people go through things. Jerry McKnight, thank you so much, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you, Jerry.
I'm not going to sit here and get emotional, but Colin is back. You know the channel's in full swing if Colin's back talking shit after 12 seconds. I got on the camera for 12 seconds. This scumbag's out here.
Yeah,
He already
in the backseat of the car telling you how to drive.
He already called me
he's
out
dead.
in the chat for not responding to him in the text, so I'm not responding to
saw
him
it.
here either.
You know what's funny? Honestly, Colin talking to you on a live stream like this, or waterboarding by ISIS. Take the pick. Waterboarding by ISIS, Osama bin Laden with a sword to your throat, or Colin talking to you in a live stream. Make the decision and make it now. Make it quick. I want to hear it now because, I mean, on a split decision, I'm not sure.
Well, really quickly, I'm going to take Colin. I would have gone with the other part, the waterboarding, but when you said Osama bin Laden, I mean, he's in Hades, so I don't want to go there.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, here we go. Love to see it. Tim's back. Trish, good to see you. Let's see.
And Hades is a terrible horse. So
Talk to Fierceness about that one.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So
Shout out to Firsty. He helped us get started way back.
He really
in the
did.
day.
he did. Yep. Where's Steve? What's up, bud?
Love to see it. Benny Betts in the house.
Yeah, Benny Betts. How are you? Anna,
Benny.
how are you?
Anna, good to see you. Rick Johnson, good to see you. I know Rick Johnson's been around for a while here. That's it, baby. All you need is love. A Beatles.
Beatles.
Amen, brother. That's all you need.
Beatles reset.
Yeah.
Good to hear your voice again from Colin. Can somebody put that one up? Here we go. Let's evidence. Somebody take a screenshot of that. Evidence that he doesn't hate me. It's the first time. We
I think
need
that was meant for
Carson.
me,
Yeah, we do
actually.
need Carson. Has Carson not been on for a while either? I mean,
No, she's had stuff going on too. So yep.
yeah,
So,
I mean, listen, people have lives.
yep.
Absolutely.
Against
Speaking of
against
lives, I'm gonna
the
drop out
popular
here.
belief. Against the popular belief, though, formula.
Yes.
Millionaires up here making money on YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you guys think we drive Lamborghinis and all that, but just not true. Just not true.
Only on the weekend.
That's true.
When I have time to
I'll
dream.
rent one
Yeah.
while visiting Miami or something. But
So we do have a
How
horse
much
race.
time we have?
coming up.
how much time?
2 minutes
Yeah,
to post.
Sean interrupting with us.
I'm going to bow out
interrupting the
now
whole
and let
program
Sean
with
do
this horse
this.
racing thing.
I wanted to stick around for Ombre. Good luck to you guys.
you,
Ombre's got you
Formula.
good hands. We're going to double up tonight. See you guys.
Beautiful. Love it.
Peace on earth and mercy mild.
Absolutely, my friends.
Here we
Yeah.
go, boys. I'm back. What are we doing?
There we go.
I'm riding along with this one for race 6. So Sean,
All right,
don't
there
make me
you go.
lose.
I'm just gonna, you know what? And Tim, just remind me, Tim, who are your top 3 here?
So I had the 7 on top, 5 for second, and then the 8. I did have the 1 in 4th, but I am not playing. I'm fading the 1 in the top 3.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. All right.
We have
I'm
an
just
official
gonna
bet coming, Sean.
Yep. The
We
official
have 1
bet.
minute.
Yep. I got it. Oh, do I not hear something? The official, I think we're just simply, this race is going 5 to win in place in the 7 and get us right back. I think
5
he's
to
just
win in
the best.
place.
I think he's just the best horse in the race.
By the way, Sean, I was a little rusty behind the wheel on that one.
Yeah, don't worry, it's all good, buddy. We're just glad to have you
5
back.
to win in place for how much?
The 7. Oh no, the 7. The 5 to win in place in the 7.
Oh, 5 to win a place. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Yep, on the 7. Yep, Pietro, who's already won 3 today, and I think he can win 4. Yeah, Mike W. When are you going on doubling down? And don't worry, Mike. He hasn't had me on doubling down for months, so he doesn't like me either.
Who would want to go on that thing?
Exactly.
I mean, good
Yeah,
God.
You
What
got
a
standards,
bore fest.
man. You got standards.
Yeah.
Have to give
Snooze
him
fest,
credit
though.
though. My God, Colin, and Keith were killing it.
Well, Keith's a great guy and a good capper. Colin is something,
Yeah.
a different animal here. You know?
Oh, here, let me get this down here.
Here we go. They are off to the
Going
races,
out in
baby.
front, Tempura.
All right,
Despite
stop the
being
race.
last, Hypnotizada driven right up the inside has come thundering through to hit the front.
We're just looking
Goes
for
clear by
tempura, baby. That's all.
Tempura. Handy on the inside is Silver Tunes, and they got out by a length and a half. Dixie Ribsy, Taylor Moon. Traveling nicely behind them, Heckler Zora. And back to the tail end on the inside is Miss Bobbit. The outer is Know-How, and it's Hypnotizada in front. Leads the way by about 2 lengths, coming forward on the outside to second spot again. Tempura closing the gap to a
7
length.
looking healthy,
Dixie Ripsy
Sean.
finishing
7
on
looking
nicely
healthy.
around the outside.
Yep.
Under pressure
Right,
here,
it's a
Silver
nice
Tunes, and from
race.
the back, Know-How.
5 to
Taylor
2 he
Moon, the
goes
center,
off at.
top of the
Ooh,
stretch,
not
and on the
bad.
outside.
Give me
Trying
that
to go
7
by
for the
is
kids at
Tempura.
home.
Hypnotizada, the inside is sticking on a little.
Give
And
me
they're
that
clear by
7.
3 lengths, and Pietro Morin has the lead
Come
here on
on,
Tempura. Down the center, Taylor
on,
Moon is
Pietro.
coming with good strides.
Come on,
Coming alive in the
Pietro.
center is Miss
Pietro.
Bobbit, and they're flying home with Know-How on the outside. And is he going to get to the wire in
Yeah.
time? Yes. Another one for Pietro
Yeah.
Tempura from Know-How, then Miss Bobbit and Taylor Moon. 4 on the night, and a
For
double for Kevin
Pietro.
Attard, 59 flat.
All
Tempura.
My
right, should I
boy's
just drop
getting
out? Should I just drop
Pietro,
out?
my boy.
Come on, man. That's boring. You come on for 30 seconds. You make some money with Sean. Good call, Sean.
Thank you,
Easy money.
sir.
Quarter in 22 and 2. The half a mile was up in 46.
By the way, the one got
59
coolered
flat
out of the
for the
trifecta.
5/8.
Yep. Just like Tim. Yep.
And Formula, I think, was calling for that too. That you guys were cool in the one.
Yep.
You
I
love
just thought the 7 was the best horse in the race. I couldn't. I was having too tough a time trying to get the underneath, things. And I just thought
7 is
you're
first
simply the
Tempura.
best. And I think 5 to
5
2
is second.
on that 7 is a
Know-How.
tremendous
very
price.
fair. Very
And
fair.
Here's the crazy thing, Sean. I
riders
absolutely
here.
loved my top 2 was
Pietro Morin and
7.5. I
Shortbino,
paid
they
the
finished
7.5
earlier in the
exact
program,
hard.
first and
$2 is
second.
paying $30.80.
Yeah.
What was
The
the second race of
exacta
the
was?
program, and they've run first and second
7.5
again
exactly.
in the
That's
fifth.
what I had.
I should say
Oh.
sixth.
Yeah.
Worthy.
My thought process, Tim, was I had 7-5. I had 3 different combinations, right? And I just couldn't pick which one of the 3. We're all geniuses after the race,
Oh,
but
good.
I'm saying, but I just love the 7.
Oh, good. I did too.
Yeah.
Sean, in this
Yeah.
case, you were a genius before the race.
Yeah.
Throughout the race.
Yeah.
Well
Thanks,
done.
Vince. Thanks, Rick.
Love to see
Thanks,
it.
Rodney.
My first race back, and it's a winner, babe. You love to see
Yeah,
it. 5
really.
to 2.
Yeah.
By the way,
Hombre
that
has
one.
not lost. Hombre has not lost the race in the
Third
cocktail
place
lounge.
has gone to number 3,
Exactly.
Taylor Moon, over 4,
Like
Miss
4
Bobbit,
months.
7.534 in the photo.
Pietro Moran. 4 wins for Pietro on the day.
Wow, how's anybody fading him? Right? I mean, that's 4 out of 6.
Yeah. He's ridden very
And
well.
it is Tempura coming
And-
out with the
and
win.
Hombre-
With the one
That
falling
means
off
a
the
third
board,
on the board for
everything
10 lifetime
yeah.
starts. A very high strike grade, 3
And
wins.
Hombre, he's
second,
only
3
19.
thirds for this dark bay brown 5.
Yeah, you're gonna love what you see here.
Pietro Moran.
By the way, Uncle Sully brings up a nice conversation piece for the 20 minutes between races with Bucky's.
Yeah.
This is something we got to talk about, folks. Bucky's as a whole, I mean, as a what is it, a gas station or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Yes. A problem for me. Walmart looks like I don't know, Trump Plaza compared to Bucky's. That includes the women with their skirts falling down with no underwear on and all that. The 300-pound woman with a thong on with no the skirt falling down her ass. That's what that includes. All right, I'm back.
He's back. Yep. So we're going back over 100.
Sean coming right back at you, baby. You love to see it.
Yep.
I know the people
I'm
have
back.
missed me. The people have missed
Charlie?
my a-hole comments and all that. I got a lot of death threats while I was off. Accusations of drug rehab or whatever what was on there. That was great. That was such great timing, dude.
My
For the
favorite was
record.
that my favorite was that you took a job on the Bourbon Trail.
That's incredible. I'm a big bourbon guy, if you don't know that. Yeah.
So we got so Hombre, you will be taking race 7, my good man.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Gotta love it.
Mike
7th
Whitten,
race.
I guarantee you, Sean, Mike Whitten has at least one piece of Bucky's attire in his.
Yeah.
He might have bought it as a joke. He might have bought it as a fashion statement. Whatever. I guarantee you, he's got Bucky's boxers. Whoa! Somebody getting a phone call.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sean getting a fax.
Yeah, you have the facts. Yep, I am. Yep, exactly. Crazy.
Dude, I want to hear it. Pick it up, Sean. Let's hear
Yeah,
it. Let's just-
exactly.
Get up and put them on air.
Yeah, let's go.
You're live
on
with
the
the
air,
nation.
baby.
Exactly.
Pick
Exactly.
it up.
You're live on the air.
Sean's mom. Let's get mom on the air.
I know, exactly. We had Dan
I
on
love
for his
that.
birthday. Yeah, we had Dad on for his birthday, so we got to get Mom on for his. She's been pretty good, by the way. And, she's been cashing in the stable duel, the Smurf
Wow.
on the turf. Yeah, yeah.
I've seen the name. I heard the rhetoric going on. Amazing.
Yeah. She can handle her own.
Hey, I'll be
All
right
right,
back.
the results are back in, Sean. 730 on the win, 350 on the place. So you're getting
Nice job.
you're getting, if you bet that $5 win in place, you're gonna get
Yeah.
$27 back, baby. So that's a $10
Yeah.
bet turning into 27.
Yeah,
You're gonna love what you see.
absolutely. Yeah. And you bring it back up here for us.
Oh, that's precious. Uncle Sully just nailed it. Dennis, I miss Dennis Trusty, bro. I mean, I miss a lot of the folks out here. It's been a few months. It's been 3 months since I've been in here. Trusty Trusty has a lot of Bucky's gear, I guarantee it. Lots.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got boxers, he's got tank tops, he's got socks. Probably got the fake. What do you call those disgusting shoes that people wear with the rubber shoes?
Yes.
Crocs. He's got fake Crocs.
Yes.
Bucky's
Yep.
Crocs. Oh, but they're very comfortable.
But he only wears them in his oil fields. So, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
So,
He only wears them while weeding through oil
yes.
in the back and horse shit in the back barn of some meth dealer's farm. But you love to see it anyway.
Yeah. Trusty is definitely a Speedos guy, says
Oh,
Alex.
yeah.
That's the thing we didn't need to say there.
Well, yeah, we don't want
Yeah.
that. We don't really need that as a visual aid. Sean is hardwired with an answering machine.
Yeah, I know, huh?
You're not far off.
He's not far off. No, not far off. When you have this many followers, you need answering machines.
Well, yeah, listen, you can either have the answering machine or you can have a staff, and Sean prefers the answering machine.
Right.
You know?
I do everything myself. I don't need a staff. Exactly.
Right. And who does?
That's right.
So what do we bet there? Sean, did you bet $5 across or a $5 win place?
5 to 1 in place, my friend. Yeah.
5 to win
So
in
it was
place.
we
We're
win.
going
We
to
gotta
update that
update our
bankroll for you.
Yep.
The kid's back in the saddle. We're going to go ahead and do that.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Back on top. Tim's back on top.
Tim, I'm gonna update that bankroll for you. I'm back in the saddle here, so you know.
Appreciate it.
There are reasons why you need a inline, but we won't go into that.
Actually, to my math, Sean, we're not back ahead. We're not back over 100, are we?
Huh? Oh, I don't know. We may not be.
I think we're at 98.
98. Okay, we're close. Okay, there we go.
There's the updated bankroll. We're at 98
we're
bucks.
Okay,
You know.
we're close.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, $2. If you're doing that, smoke one less cigarette a week, you scum. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
All right. So, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, Colin Sheehan, who's in the chat here, he's active, always active on the channel. One of the martyrs at, Trust the Profits, but he has guaranteed his daily double pick, doubling down his show on the channel. Check out Trust the Profits on YouTube. Colin is on Twitter, all that, whatever. We're not going to promote Twitter anymore because they're scum. But check out Trust the Profits. He's got a show called Doubling Down, if you're not familiar.
Yeah.
And he has guaranteed victory. And now, Sean, you've heard this before with Dennis.
Yeah.
All you have to do is drop in the comments on the video your Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, whatever you have, however much you want to bet. Colin's a good enough guy. He's going to return it for you, plus 30% if you lose. If you bet along with him and lose, let's say you bet $100 on a daily double bet. I don't care if it's $600, $800. Colin's going to return your bet plus 30% if you lose. If you win, always,
Pretty cool.
wash your hands, you're good. If you lose, Colin's going to pay back your losses plus 30%. And that is what? C Sheehan 45 or something like that on Twitter?
Yep. C Sheehan 45. Yep.
And he will. I promise you, he will. Like I said, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, whatever you want.
He does it all. Yep.
Yeah, he'll give you a Silks horse too. He's got lots of shares of Silks.
Might even give you a Loggins hat too. The
Loggins guarantee. This Silks thing, guys, I don't want to get into it.
We don't even talk about it anymore.
But I will. I won't get into it, but I will. If provoked enough, I will. But good God, man. And by the way, these people that are brainwashed in that thing, and I hope there's a few listening. If you're listening and you're brainwashed by that thing, I'm sorry, first of all. I mean, we all had a little bit of stake in there, to be honest. And things didn't work out. Is that a nice way of putting it?
Yeah, that's a nice way.
But there are still people.
Too nice. That's too nice.
There are still people. I can only compare them to. Are you guys familiar with Jim Jones?
Yes.
Or
drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, drink the Kool-Aid. Or are you familiar with Doe and T from the Hale Bopp Comet? Or maybe you're more familiar with the Manson family, the Charles Manson family. This Silks thing, and I'm not talking about the people who did it and kind of waltzed out of the scene and screwed people out of their life savings in some cases. None of that. I'm talking about the people who are still talking like that money's coming.
Yeah.
You are the same person who is waiting for the Hale Bopp comet to come flying across the sky. And you're going to attach yourself with Jesus and fly into that oblivion of heaven. And why not drink the purple Kool-Aid with Doe and T and Charles Manson, his family? They are going to take you to the promised land.
Did you see this?
Go ahead and
just
wait for the money.
Did you see this comment by Sully?
Uncle Sully taking stab. I love it. Come on, baby. Somebody's got. I mean, Colin's on a high horse. He thinks he's something.
After last weekend, they were pretty darn high.
Oh
They
yeah,
were
he's
they
on
were-
his high
they-
horse.
they were killing it last weekend, and he's got his
Meanwhile-
Loggins hat now, so he's loving life.
Colin, can you release the videos? Colin has. He's not going to say it, but I'll say it. There's live videos of 15 people jumping off of buildings and killing themselves because of the Silks conspiracy that Colin drove them into. This is all Colin. It's just Colin. Sorry, Colin.
Hasn't even
Good
been
God,
back.
man. Put people in
Hasn't
their
even been
graves.
back an hour, folks.
See, it's been a little while, so I had some ammo built up.
Love it.
What happened with Silks exactly, dude? Listen, C. Miller. I wish I knew. Here's what I think. This is probably going to be an unpopular take. I met the dudes who run that thing, and so did Tim. Right, Tim? We met them
Yes.
at Keeneland.
Right.
Very nice guys. And I will even go as far as to say, I don't even fault them, like as a crook or criminal or any of that. I think they were probably in over their heads business wise. The math didn't necessarily add up, but I don't think this was crooked, any of that. My take on it is it was incompetence business wise. Yes. Yeah, they mismanaged it, like Colin says. I don't think anybody was out to screw people. And maybe that's the goodness in my heart. I've got a good heart, believe it or not. But these guys weren't out here to just rape you out of your however much you invested. Like I had a few hundred invested. I know Tim had a few hundred, whatever it is. No worries on how much anybody had invested. But I can tell you, dude, I don't think that these people did that on purpose. At least not the guys I met. Okay. What I think it was incompetence, and they were in over their heads. I've managed big business stuff before, and I've seen people that I've been an underling to at my boss. My boss at like BMW, for example. I've seen people above me do stupid things and make bad economical decisions. I think that happened a lot, and I don't think it was. I see Swift Hitter and all these morons on Twitter making big allegations. They don't know anything, and I don't know anything.
No, they don't.
And the thing about it is like I don't think anybody was like, "Hey, let's take $1 million and then run away and screw everybody." That was not, because they could have made way more money just by being a legit business, which I think was the aim, the target here. And they mismanaged it. And honestly, I was always skeptical, but
Yep.
somebody like Colin probably talked me into it a little bit. And they did support our channel. They really did. So, and I saw when I was not on here much, I saw idiots like Swift Hitter again calling us out for being, oh, they took money, they should go to court. The class action thing that Trisha brings up, whatever. What do you mean? Like, honestly, let's be honest. Tim, Sean, I know you guys can back us up. There's like 5 or 6 of us who try to promote the horse racing industry in a positive way.
Right.
The best we can. And somebody, Game of Silks, got involved in something upside down. And, I'm not going to, I don't feel even not even 0.1% responsible for any of that. Do you guys? I mean, this is ridiculous.
Absolutely
I saw
not.
those tweets and took
I
all
never
the
even
strength
got
in my
involved.
heart.
Yeah.
It took all the strength in my heart to not just say,
No.
what the fuck are you talking about? You're an idiot.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't say it
No.
because I just don't even want to get involved with morons. And that, you know what, Swift Hitter, and, I'm sure somebody will, whatever, screenshot this and send it to him. Great. I don't care. That guy will always, he's going to have a new battle tomorrow, a new battle on Saturday. He's going to accuse somebody else. And whatever. I don't care. Good. That's it.
Here's my 2 cents just really quickly as the horses head out to the track, and then we'll talk about this race real quick.
Yeah, please.
Is that I don't think that there was any, any intent on their part to do anything wrong. I don't think there was any fraud. I do think that there was some really poor decision making, some real
Exactly.
mismanagement, just like you said. And the big thing for us here at the channel was we were trying to potentially what looked like an interesting fantasy sports opportunity for horse players and bring the fantasy players into real horse racing. And let me tell you, that latter, we succeeded.
It
There are a
happened.
lot of
It
those
did
guys
happen.
that are now into horse playing that
Yep.
were not before. And that's all
Yep.
I'll say.
You're right. And probably, I mean, at least a good handful are in the game that weren't, and they still are even after this, because I still see, and like I said, it's comparable to me to Charles Manson's family. He's still following him into the courtroom after the guy was responsible for murdering people. Like, just follow. And they hope for something good to happen. It ain't happening. On paper, great idea. I mean, I was going to bring up something else. I'm not going to bring it up. That is very comparable in the horse racing industry. Sean, I know you're close to it. I won't bring it up publicly because it could be. It's not a scam like Game of Soaks is being made out to be, but it's very close as far as like close to our heart. Could be a very big deal, but isn't. I think some of you can probably read between the lines on that.
Yeah, got it. Yep, got it. Yep.
So anyway, it's good to be back. Good to be back. I hate drama, dude. If you haven't noticed, I really do. I don't participate in the Twitter wars. I don't even check Twitter. I hope Twitter dies of AIDS. Whatever it's called, X. I don't even check it, dude. Keith, shout out to Keith. Always is like, oh, I tweeted this thing out and so retweeted and all that. I don't even check it, dude. Thing makes me sick. The whole thing makes me sick. It's a bunch of degenerate people who are just out to shoot each other down, all that. That's me.
All right, 8 minutes. Let's talk horses.
Yeah.
Let's go, please.
Yeah.
So this is Ombre. So I'll
Somebody
give you my
take over
opinion.
for me.
I'll give you my opinion really quickly. So interestingly, in this race, as we look at the odds and everything, I landed on a horse that is not in the top couple of picks here. Actually, I think it's fourth in the odds right now, and that's the 4 horse. I love Sharp Flame in this position. Ryan Munger getting up here for Steve Flint. Connections hit at 23% together. And this is a horse third off a layoff. When I look at the figures here. I mean, this horse, Sean, you know who this horse is. You look at the last race. This horse was in with Hurricane Claire.
Yep.
I mean, Hurricane Claire is a stakes horse.
Yeah, she's going to be the Oaks, one of the Oaks favorites.
Yeah. So this is a stakes level horse, and this horse was in there competitive with those. The speed figures of this horse place her head and shoulders above everybody else in this race. I'm in love with the 4. I told you guys my second strongest pick of the night was yet to come. This is it. I love the 4 that much. I have the 3 Crafty Oaks underneath. This is a horse for Emma Jane that's going to be on the lead. She loves being out there. This filly has a good opportunity to go gate to wire. But the thing about her is, only one turf race, unproven on the turf and everything, should be bred for it and should do okay. But really the turf numbers aren't that great, but I still think the horse will be okay on the turf here. And I was 4 with the 3 underneath of that. And then my third place horse, you can't go wrong going with a guy named Pietro Moran. And this is another horse coming second off the layoff for this 3-year-old filly in here. I love her numbers, getting a 5-pound weight break for young horses, young fillies like this, I think is a big deal. I mean, that was a good win she had last out, but she's coming against winners for the first time. And that's why I'm going to put her third, but I was 4, 3, and 6. Sean.
Yeah. This race, I was all about the 1 in this race. 2 Sip Sally. This horse ran against Makeup, Beautiful Mischief, and Shore War at Keeneland on the turf and came in 4th. If any of those horses were in this race, they'd be 1 to 9. right? And the great thing about Marty Drexler up there, like him, hate him, whatever, he knows how to spot his horses to win, right? And this horse last time, he and Rafi do so well together, and I think that the return back to the turf will be exactly what this horse needs, and I think that horse is definitely just on a class level. Other than I was 1-4. I thought the 4 Sharp Flame, huge race versus 3 very, very good horses. And this group should fit perfectly. Going to have to break a little bit better than it did on the turf, but even that was a Liam's gift and Creed's Gold. That's really good horses. So I was 1-4, and then the 3. The 3 is going to go for the lead, and I think we'll see the 1 closing and the 4 right there at the end.
Okay, guys. So you both gave me a top choice. Is this a key or key box situation, Tim? With your 4 on top, is it a key or key box?
The way I see it, it's a key. But I was really strong 4-3.
Sean, how about you? You got the 1 on top, but is it a
I
key
did
or
1
key
on
box?
Yep.
It's a key or key box situation. Which, I mean, if you're betting it, which I hope you are, I am.
Yeah.
Is it a key or key box? Your confidence in the 1, I guess, is what I'm asking, because there is a lot of popularity amongst the 1 through 4, and
No,
the only horse
I
seems
like
to be being dropped off of the radar for most people.
For me, it would be key, but I could see key box definitely. I would have no problem with key box.
Tim, how strong are you on the 3 for your second choice versus the 6?
I like the 3 quite a bit more than the 6, because to me, the 6 is going to have to step up to compete with those top 2. I thought those top 2 were head and shoulders above the rest. And here's what I would say when it comes to the 3 and the 6. I could see Sean's 1 over the 6. The 6 was picking a third between a couple of horses, the 1 being one of those, but I was really heavy on the 4 and 3.
Okay, and man, everybody's off the 2. I kind of like the 2 a little bit, but man, okay, here we go. Good thing they have 20-cent trifectas here.
Yeah, this race is wide open.
And if you're a TVG player, the 5 horse, which is the only horse that seems to be out of the running for most people here, which is 12-1 currently, 13-1, is TVG's second choice. So enjoy your night when you're trying to figure out this one. You kind of got to commit. Man. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this real simple and sweet for you.
Yeah.
And it's going to be an exacta. I was going to do a try, but I'm going to keep it simpler.
Mm-hmm.
Gentlemen, 98. So we're essentially even with only what, 3 races left? 2 races left?
2, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Lots. Go for it.
I'm going to do a I haven't had one of these in a while. I'm going to go ahead and take some liberties and do a $30 bet.
There you go.
By the way, it's a $6 bet for $1. You don't have to go this big. I'm going to. It's going to be a $5 exacta box with 3 horses. It's going to be 1, 3, 4.
Okay, like it.
And I'm typing it in now, so we'll put that up there. Oh, there you go. Somebody's way ahead of me. Thank you. I'm guessing that's probably Tim or Tom.
Mm-hmm. Definitely Tim.
Yeah, producers all over the place. Production team is on it, baby.
Got your back.
There it is. That's a $30 bet, folks. And if you've been betting with us all night, you are like essentially even. I'm throwing that 1 in because Sean just put us back with he's on the 1 here. Tim's heavier on the 4, and I was on the 3, and you both had 3 second or third, so I think that's the danger.
You guessed wrong, Colin. You guessed wrong.
I'm gonna guess that Colin is on the 5-6, which are the two horses we don't have any interest in here. You know. But let's do this, folks. They are loading them up. Race 7. It's good to be back in the saddle.
Yeah, I faxed in the pick. Yep. Love it.
After this race, we'll explain to you how the term "the chalk" became the chalk.
Yes.
Not familiar with that terminology in the racing world. We'll explain that after this race, and Sean's probably very familiar.
Yep.
In the Al Capone era, that's what we do. The big risk. I'm back, guys. It's a big risk. $100 bankroll. We're now currently at 98, and I'm putting 30 on it. Let's go. We have this 134 $5 exacta box. One for the kids. Let's bring home the Christmas present, huh? Let's go.
Little
Free like a
sound
rocket, boy.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Sorry, my friend. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Crafty Oaks like a rocket. That's the
Placing
favorite.
on the outside looks lucky to me, guided across, and Two Sip Sally on the rail showing up in third. As they take the stretch on the rails, Voice from above, Sharp Flame the center, and Cantus at the back. Crafty Oaks going along in cruise control in the early stages by 2 to Two Sip Sally, and looks lucky to me a head up on the outside going into second again, a length and a half away, Sharp Flame, shading Voice from above. And last is Cantus. About 5 covers the field, and left alone here, Crafty Oaks makes play in front by a couple of lengths. Looks lucky to me on the outside, shading Two Sip Sally. A length behind them, Sharp Flame, who tracks nicely in fourth. Voice from above, second last, and 2.5 to Cantus. No change to the running order as they quicken, as they work to the 3.5. And out in front, Crafty Oaks spears clear by about 2 lengths. Looks lucky to me on the outside. On the rails, Two Sip Sally saving every inch of ground. Sharp Flame is fourth, and then Voice from above. And last, Cantus. Looks lucky to me. Right up on the outside to test Crafty Oaks, and it's Crafty Oaks under attack from Looks Lucky to me. Sharp Flame is coming on well around the outside, and Two Sip Sally waiting in the wings. Any of the top 4 at the top of the stretch. Crafty Oaks Looks Lucky to me, and now Two Sip Sally trying to get the running down the outside. Voice from above, a bit of a chance.
Come on,
Looks lucky to me, Crafty Oaks. Voice from above on the outside. And in the center, Sharp Flame, Voice from above. Voice from above.
Way to take the horse completely out of the race.
Sharp Flame, third, looks lucky to me. And then Crafty
Raffy has those.
132.
Raffy has those. Raffy has those lines. Raffy has those rides where he just sometimes just takes horses out of the race. Man.
First quarter in 24 and 4. The half 49 and 3. 3/4, 113 and 4.
Raffy totally put that horse.
126.
Voice
Time
got it
133.
done there, folks.
Blair Thompson, nice job.
People are loving it, except for us, folks.
Well, I had my 4 with the 6-3. I just didn't expect the 2 to be in front of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 broke it up for us. Hell no.
It was a great race.
The winner is 2, Voice from above. Over
Give
4
some credit where it's
Raffy
due. Who had
was
the
just not a good ride by
Crafty
Raffy.
Oaks.
Frank Payne like
2,
the
4,
2?
6,
He
3.
called it out. I think the 2 is coming late.
Great job, Frank. Voice from above.
Grandma said,
Raffy.
"Miss that mug of yours." Wow, thank you, Grandma. That is a deep compliment, baby. Love to see
Louis
that.
Contreras is so good
my
from behind. On closing horses, he's really good. Blair Thompson, great hit, my friend. BB, back in the winner's circle.
Well, that was a tough one. I mean, that was a race where you could almost make a case for all the horses except the 5, which kind of proved out. But
I have no idea what he was doing there on the 1. No idea.
Bobby D said he hit a good exacta. Let's check back. We like to go back and check the facts here. Bobby D, 2-3.
Bob. Look at that.
2-3-1-4. He hit it. Nice work.
Beautiful, Bobby.
And that's going to pay you. That's going to be 5-2 over 5-1. You love to see
Frank
that.
Payne's had a very solid night tonight. Corey's in the house.
F Payne, baby.
Very solid.
Yeah, the 2-4 is paying $39.90 for $2.
Wow, not bad at all.
Wow, good. 18-1 piece then. 19-1. You love to see it. That's what happens, folks. And now that the formula is not on here, he is very. I actually hope he's still in the chat so he hears this. Very guilty of small fields equals not worth betting. Kind of period for him.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't make much money on a small field. Well, yeah, you can. Especially when the top horse is not on the board, things tend to pay well.
Yeah.
I love it. I actually love it. There he is. He says he's guilty. True story.
Blair Thompson, nice job, my friend.
And I'm not even saying you're bad about it.
Bobby
Formula.
D.
You're not bad about it. You just need to you can't just write that race off as a bad payout race because sometimes, dude, I mean, especially when if you got a 8-5 or 6-5 or 3-5 and they don't make the board. Which, by the way, if Irad's involved in a 3-5, Fadezilla. Oh God, here we go.
Solid performance coming home well to win.
Tim,
Voice from above.
Why is Colin do
A
this? He's
three-year-old
going
chestnut filly by Audible. How Far to Heaven. Bred in Kentucky by Patricia Pavlish. The ownership is Elements Racing LLC. And Tom McCrocklin, Kelsey Danner, the winning trader.
David, yes, they do offer a swinger bet.
I don't think Sean, I don't think Colin's gonna like my answer to this.
Okay. None of the above?
Listen.
I like the Foo Fighters.
I'm fine with the Foo Fighters. I'm also fine with Blink.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think they're both fine. I don't think either of them are a band that I would set out to go see. And I know this is against popular culture, especially for like people in their 40s, 30s, 40s, 50s.
Let me turn him up.
I don't need to see Foo or Blink.
Yeah.
Honestly, I saw Blink 182 at Van's Warped Tour in like 1996 or something. Like whatever. They're my age or older. Foo Fighters. I like Grohl. I like him a lot as a person. I think as a vocalist, not great. As a songwriter, he's good. I'm fine. Like if they opened for somebody I liked, I'd go see him, and I wouldn't complain. But these are like I can just picture Colin. These are like Colin's bands, right? I don't know who's the fat slob country singer that everybody likes with the tattoos on his face and all that, like the just
Jelly Roll.
Yeah, that's probably Colin's guy. Kid Rock's probably Colin's guy.
To the guy who has $3 or woman who has $3 left in the pick six, I hope you hit it.
Is that
$3 left?
Wow, $3. Nice. Love to see it. Colin's more excited for food. I would be honestly, if you put a gun to my head, I would rather go to Blink too. Maybe I'll take your wife, Colin. Me and your wife can go. Me and your wife can go to Blink, and you can,
EJ going to see Steve Miller, Def Leppard, and Journey tonight.
Hell yeah! Now we're talking, baby. At Comerica? Are we talking Comerica Park in Detroit?
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit! Steve Miller's still alive. First of all, that's the first shocker. Holy hell! I love Steve Miller band now, dude. That's like my first.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
First time I burned 15 joints. Steve Miller was playing. Joker. All those songs. Get out of here. Def Leppard, I grew up on that, baby. I mean, that's like.
Yeah, I had a friend who just saw that show in St. Louis, those three bands. So.
Who? Steve Miller, Def Leppard, and Journey?
Yes.
Journey with the Asian kid who's fucking awesome. By the way.
He's amazing. He sounds just like Perry. It's amazing.
He's good. He's good.
He's really good.
What I like about that guy most is he doesn't try to be Steve Perry.
No, he doesn't. No, but he sounds very similar.
Yeah, he's great. No, I like that guy a lot. Steve Miller's still doing it, huh? I didn't know that. I figured he had enough acid trips to
Yeah.
not be available anymore. Def Leppard, they still got the one-armed drummer and all that gimmick.
Yep. Yep. They do. Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yep. So,
They have beer at Fenway. Who cares who's playing? Says Corey. Corey's back. You love to see it.
yep. Enjoy the
Corey's
show.
always been one of the biggest contributors. I mean, good God. El Hombre is such a prick. He couldn't just pick one. He had to nitpick. Well, you give me two bands that honestly I could name 57 bands better than both of them from the same era. If you need me to pressure me, I'll do it. I'll list them off one by one, 57 of them. But you ask me a question about music. Music's my real passion. You can watch horses run around in circles. I'll talk about music. All right.
Okay. Now let's get back to Omre's original question. By the way, right? Your original question.
I don't even remember it. Colin's got me so discombobulated that I can't remember anything. He does this. He gets under my skin.
Here we go. I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to bring it back here. Who knows in the audience why they call it the chalk when it's the favorite?
Great question.
Great question. Why is it called the chalk?
Type in your answer.
Type in your answer.
First one wins a $50 Venmo transfer from Colin Sheehan.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
All you got to do is make that request on Venmo, and he will fulfill it tonight.
Why is it called
Actually,
the chalk?
instantly, instant fulfillment. Cheat code. If you've watched the show, what's the show with the Irish gangsters on HBO or Showtime, whatever it is? No, Frank, you're wrong.
No.
Well, maybe he.
Well, he's kind of there, but yet.
Oh, look at Colin. I told you that one time. That's why you know it. Yeah. Yes, Peaky Blinders. T. Blaine in the house, bringing it back.
Yeah.
Peaky Blinders explained the whole thing. If
Trisha gets the $50 from Colin. Yep.
Yep, Colin. Actually, Formula, send your Venmo information to Colin, and he will reimburse you with that 50. Thanks, Colin. It's nice of you, man. Didn't have to do it, but he's a good guy for doing it.
Boondock Saints. Yeah, Anna, you are correct. Yeah.
And Anna, that's a part of it. So there was a chalkboard involved.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep. They had to write the board on the chalkboards. Yeah.
Colin, that request should be coming through in the next few minutes, and we will be monitoring the situation to make sure that you do pay out the 50 that you guaranteed there.
Yeah. We're down to the last race here, and we are going to win. Let me read the conditions here for the people.
So, Sean, this is my race, if I'm correct, and this is
yes, it is, sir. Yes.
This is my angle. So let's hear the conditions.
All right, we have 5.5 furlongs, claiming 15,000 for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 2 races, which is Tim's 3-year-olds. Yep, exactly. So this is Tim's big angle, folks, here. For those all exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
But the last part of that, Trish, is that because the person who did that would have to erase and ride in a race, so much eraser that it created a lot of chalk, and they would be covered in it. So that horse was the chalk, was the saying.
Yeah, because they had to keep changing the odds on the board.
Yeah.
So you can only imagine, and Colin has no idea what he's talking about. So he has no actual knowledge of the industry, like as a whole. He only looks into crypto scams and whatever else. So we'll let Colin speak his piece, though. Colin, if you got anything more to say, come on. Sleepy time, do all that. Come on in the chat. I'm sure Colin has missed me.
All right,
He
so
really
I
I promise you he has, because you know, nobody goes at him the way I do.
All right, so I think I know who Tim's. I've got it narrowed down to two horses here, and for Tim's angle here,
All
and
right.
I think there is a one in it, but I can't. I'm trying to see if it's the 1 or the 11. Who he might be, who his pick might be exactly. Am I right? Am I in the right ballpark there, Tim?
No.
No. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right.
I'll explain. You're half right.
Oh, I'm half right. Okay. There you go. There you go. Did you look at this race, Hombre, at all, or no? I didn't.
No, I didn't, to be honest. No.
Okay. No problem. Yeah. Okay. I'll do my thing here. In this race, my top pick was exactly the horse that people are betting, the 10, Home for a Rest. This horse with Sophie in 23 won against Maiden Optional, claiming 25,000. The horse that she beat is back in this, Rosie Posey, and Rosie Posey broke their maiden in a $49,200 maiden optional claiming. So exactly. So, but I think this 10 on the drop down, Sophia rides very well for him. And what I liked is that fifth out of 47, sharp work time last time, third off the layoff, and dropping down to where as I like to say, he's reached the right sandbox with their friends. I think Sophia goes to the lead here and does not look back. So I am 10. A little upset pick here was the 1, Rosie Posey, if it could get back to its maiden win from long ago. And third, number 4, Echo 7. Tim?
So on my angle on these, everybody knows. I'll go through it again for if anybody new is just tuning in tonight. But on these non-winners of 2, basically I go back and look at everybody's maiden win. Who had the best win? When did it come along the circuit? Where are we at as compared to that? So when I looked, a horse that had what might be the strongest win was first out in a maiden optional claimer, 40,000, was the 11 Lady Wellington. The issue with that is that when I factor in everything else, I mean, yes, the horse had a great win there, but coming out of the 11 hole in a 5.5 furlong race at Woodbine, I mean, that's really tough. I think the second best was when you look at the 6 horse. So the 6 horse started out at that level, then went to a maiden special weight, and then won a maiden optional claimer 49.6. So you could argue that that was even better. The only thing that I weight is when I look at the strongest one, winning first time out obviously carries weight. But I don't like the outside, but I love the 6. And when you look at the 6, basically, yes, since that time, since breaking the maiden, the horse came back and has done well. The last time at this level was 2 back with Crawford up, finished a good second to Silent Tribute in there, and then came back and you know, ticked up in class again at 5.5 furlongs. So I think this is the level. This horse right now at 6-1, I think is a gift. My second horse was the 4. Echo 7. So when you're looking, basically, this is another one that started out in 40,000 maiden optional claimer again, and then it had to drop down to a maiden 15 to win, but and is just facing winners for the first time. So that this horse is definitely somebody first time against winners. Is probably also going to bounce based on, you know, that race a little bit, but is definitely an underneath play. And then below those, it also, I had a tough time between the 10 and 11 deciding which one of those 2. So I kind of put them together. So my thoughts were to play a a bet here. We'll take a look here in a second and see what the horses look like as everybody gets up and everything. But I have an idea as to how to play this and here in the bailout, and kind of put all those horses together in a way to where maybe we can make some money.
There you go. And congratulations to our friend Grandma who won at Chucktown. Great job.
Hell yeah. This is it, folks, huh? 12 minutes to post.
Yeah.
What are the let's hear what everybody's betting here. I mean, anybody alive to any pick 3, 4, 5s? I don't think it what is it, Sean, $3 alive to that pick 6, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I would hope that somebody in here is into that, but I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But if they are, God bless you.
By the way, we have 25 people in here tonight. We very much appreciate that because,
Yes.
like what was covered earlier, there's a heresy with the Twitter world, and who knows, this world has just gone off the rails, and all my nonsense rhetoric is ridiculous intentionally. But this, I mean, people trying to charge you for this and that. What happened to Free Speech Nation? It ain't free if you got to pay for it. I don't care. Enjoy your Twitter, whatever else. I don't care. I never cared about Twitter, but it sucks that they're doing that. YouTube's still free, although they do monitor you. And luckily for us, my mouth doesn't get too crazy because classy individuals like Sean and Tim do not, get you in a spot where you have to worry about being,
The only thing I'll say, Hombre, is that Razor actually made a good point today. Is that when you go to with a lot of these live videos and things, when you join to become a premium member, they monetize your account. So what he pays, he gets back more than that from his live videos every week than what he pays in.
okay,
Every month.
that's good. That's good to hear. I didn't know that. I've never really tried that with Twitter or X, whatever, but
yeah,
that's cool. I mean, I guess that's a good thing, but like I said,
see, Scott,
YouTube, I've never paid for any type of membership. It just took us a lot of hard work to get YouTube to be monetized for us to
absolutely. I get it.
get Twitter works.
Unfortunately, Trish, you need a fax machine to get a fax. And Scott, I don't even know how I got purple for that show. Is like I don't even know how that happened. So, it was one night my screen turned purple.
Do we need to run it back? I know
No,
Sean's a celebrity at Woodbine.
My screen turned purple.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not like my stylish red in the background here.
Yeah. Like
the
it.
gates of hell behind me. But that's what the red represents here.
In less than a month now, up at Woodbine is their big race coming up, the King's Plate, which is their version of the Kentucky Derby. Oh, look at that. You can send it to an email. There you go.
You can, yes. You can you can forward a text or an email to a fax machine. I'd love to see it. I want a dot matrix printer though, so that you can watch the line by line thing happen. That's what I want. I don't want a laser printer. I don't want any technology that is beyond 1992. I don't see anybody jumping up and staking claim here for what they like here. Blair Thompson likes the 4, 11, 12. Sheets players going a $5 box. 1, 4, 6.
Jenny O. There's an 8 here.
Uncle Silly 10-4 cold. He's going, I mean, dude, let's go. Mike Whitten, a big fan of Chucktown. Yeah. I really miss Chucktown. Sean, Tim, you guys want to start doing Chucktown again?
No. No. Frank Payne, $20 to win in place in the 11. Look at that. Coming hard in the 11.
Here's a deep cut. I'd rather have Richard Ramirez crawl through my screened window in my bedroom at 2 a.m. and do what he does to me than play Chucktown. How's that? Anybody can name Richard Ramirez by his better known moniker? Drop that in the chat, and Colin will send you $50.
Woodbine changes.
Anybody a Rich Ram fan? No? Okay.
Nope.
Little known hint, he is from, there he is, Jen.
The Night
Jen
Stalker.
O, calling it, baby. Love to see it.
The Night Stalker.
Hell yeah. Jen, you're the big winner tonight. Oh, you looked it up? That's cheating. That doesn't count.
Oh,
Hey, Thomas Blaine talking about serial killer chat being a negative. It has been, what, 3 months since I've been on here? I can have
Yeah.
some. In fact, let's open it up. Let's talk serial killers for the rest of the night. Yep. SoCal in the 70s. I'm going to say it was 80s, actually, Jen. He might have started in the 70s, but I can answer a lot of questions, and I'll be hands-free. There will be no Google searches. Very creepy. Maybe the creepiest serial killer of them all. Very creepy. And I can go pretty. Actually, the most creepy to me, BTK. If you guys want to talk serial killers, we'll do it all night. And I can see the live streamers just dropping one by one. And
it's been a great 3 months.
oh, yes, it has, baby. You love to see it. It has been. I mean, just an
It
epic.
was funny because I think it was somebody in the chat last week that when you weren't here, they were talking about, when are we talking about serial killers again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did that really happen?
Yes, that really
Yes, it
happened.
did. Yes. Yes.
Well, got anybody out there doing hard drugs? I'm not talking weed. If you take a couple. See, Corey's making a stupid statement right there. Irresponsible. But we'll get back into that in a second. Anybody doing any hard drugs? I'm not talking marijuana or alcohol. I'm talking hard. Are we doing anybody doing
Todd's not here, so there's no mushrooms going on.
hallucinogens, heroin? Anna wants to do. Yes, Anna. You guys stay tuned after this race. If you guys want to stay tuned, I'll sit here till 3 a.m. and we can talk. I mean, devastating serial killer talk. BTK, dude. Woof. That's the worst one. He's the worst one. You're not familiar with his work? Dennis Rader. Do a search on that guy. Bind, torture, kill is what BTK means for the kids scoring at home. If you had that on your bingo card tonight.
Corey's just doing ketamine.
Yeah, dude, ketamine, baby. I told you my story on ketamine.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah.
Holy hell, is that an amazing drug? It's a hell of a drug.
Colin is on Cialis.
Blue Chew. This live stream is brought to you by Blue Chew. They sent Colin some samples. He loves it. Colin loves it.
There you go. By the way, to answer Frank's question here on the 11, Lady Wellington, right? This horse ran against some monsters in Novel and Olivia Rose, and Lady Wellington started out her career. Something happened to this horse to go into this spot for 15,000. There's no way that this horse. I almost look at that. Now, this 11 could win this by 5 lengths, but knowing Woodbine like I do, for Dale to drop this horse that far, right, something has happened and gone the wrong way with this 11, because that was a really bad. I mean, that horse just folded up, and I actually had it bet last time because I thought it was going to be good off the, and his works are good, but for some reason, in the afternoon, he's just not showing up. So. If he could win this by 5, but until he gets that form back to where that original race was, I'm not going anywhere near it.
Gentlemen, we got about 3 minutes here, so really quickly. So I think I know where we're going to go here. So we're going to make
I got
a couple
Jen,
of wagers
Tim,
here.
I'm
to
sorry.
finish-
Let me interrupt for 1 second, Tim. I'm
Yeah, go
sorry.
ahead.
I really apologize. Tim is a classy person, and I'm not. Jen, we'll get back to that Night Stalker coming through your window talk right after this race. Tim, please go ahead.
Yeah, so we're going to finish up. We've still got enough of a bankroll to do both of these. We're going to bet an exacta and a try. We're going to do a $5 exacta box, 4, 6, and 10. And then we're going to do a trifecta key box, key in the 6 with the 4, the 10, and the 11.
Love it.
We're going to finish strong, get a big hit, come out winners on the other side.
Love it.
And then talk
Go,
about Saturday.
baby. I feel like we should win right here. I mean, I'm back. Sean's so happy to see me.
Yeah.
Colin's obviously happy
thrilled.
to see me.
Thrilled. Yep.
Everyone in
else?
the chat.
Oh God. I mean, just it was like a hero's welcome here for me tonight. Ticker tape parade was held earlier tonight.
Yep.
If you guys missed that, you can tune back in. There'll be a YouTube short of the ticker tape parade that was held in my honor. It was amazing. Thank you so much for everybody who attended. Really touching. Sheets Player has a $5 exacta box 7-11.
There you go. Grandma's playing the 8 for a price. There you go. Hey, that can happen at Woodbine, Grandma.
Big field, 38-1 piece. Longest shot in the field for Grandma.
Yeah, it can happen, Grandma. I've seen it happen.
Grandma looking to tee off on somebody tonight, boy.
Slurpee special.
Exactly what I was talking about with that 7-11, baby. 7 come 11.
This ain't craps.
Well, it could be.
Charlie Brown.
Rule them in a circle of homies and watch me break them with the 7. 7-11. Name that tune.
Which one?
Somebody will get that one, Sean.
Okay.
Roll them in a circle of homies and watch me break them with the 7. 7-11. Man, that's a big song. 1995, 6.
Yep. 5, 6. Yeah.
There it is. Letty bringing it home.
Ice Cube. Yep.
Today was a good day. Is the name of that song for the kids scoring at home. There we go. Let's go, folks. So let's get those official bets up there for the kids scoring at home. Do we put an official bet up? There it is. Oop.
Even backdoor Little Joe.
There you go. We're 6-10, baby. Let's do this. Let's make it happen.
Kenny's wondering about the 9 at 32. That would be a
I still think my 6 horse here at 7-1, extreme value.
Yep.
Meets the angle, Sean.
Yep. Juan Crawford can get him home. Yep.
J. Craw. I like that 4-6-10, bro. I'm on it. I'm riding. Riding with Biden. We'll get into that later.
DJ likes 4-10, 10-4 all try.
We're not getting into the riding with Biden later. I was joking about
No.
that. I do not do politics.
Everybody
Anybody
likes
wants
to
to talk politics on here, just unsubscribe and quit right now.
Yes, go
Not
away.
happening.
Yeah.
Don't talk politics with Swift Hitter.
Either
Ron
side,
Young.
you
How are
can
you, Ron
talk
Young?
either side. We don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. You can either help Biden up on the stage or root for Trump to get shot. You can be as sick as you want on either side of the thing. I don't care. Just shut up about it. How's that? Rick Johnson likes the 10, 11, 12. Let's get that
Yeah.
6. Corey.
Let's do it, Corey.
Trisha likes the 6.
I like it, Trish.
Ronnie Young, welcome aboard. 5, 10, 11 exacta box. I mean, people are going. Anna likes the 7. Jen likes the 7 and the 3. Thanks so much, everybody, for participating. And again, thank
Yes,
you guys
thank you, everybody.
for holding me up while I was taking a little break, little hiatus. Scoring for the kids at home. You love it. Mike Whitney cracking half event Winkle jokes. By the way, we got to talk about that, Tim. How cool?
We go. Volume.
Mike Whitten was too cool for all of us at Keeneland, wasn't he?
Spot near
Tim,
the inside is hobby class, and up the
Fucking guy
rails
wouldn't even
goes
come and say hi to
Yes,
us.
April developing
I
tattoos
saw
on
him
my
when he
soul with
worked
time
out.
to watch in that club
No, he was
behind the leader.
disgusted with us.
Length and a half behind them, home for a rest, my assistant. Over on the inside, Rosie Posey. And behind them, Lady Wellington, first round pick. And tucked up on the inside is I'm Tenacious. Racing out in front, Echo 7 by a length and a half. Over on the inside, the other
Seven
Bruno
just dropped out
Chicadance
big
runner in
time.
second. Hobby
We're just
class from
punching
April
up,
developed.
boy.
Tattoos
That
on
four
my
looking
soul,
good.
going 3 wide.
Come on,
2 lengths
six.
away, time to watch. Speedy S.
Come on with the
Miss
6.
running on his first round pick with a nice move around the outside. Then Rosie
4's
Posey,
gone.
Lady
You
Wellington
can
at the
punch
back,
him
and
up
I'm
at a wedding,
Tenacious.
son.
And down
Six
the
has
stretch,
got
Echo
him.
7 by
What are
a
you
length.
talking
April
about?
Developers in second spot. And where are the closers?
What are we
Home for a
doing?
rest right down
Bring
the
the
outside.
10.
But Echo
10 on
7
the
What are we
takes right
doing?
away. About 4
Bring the
lengths in
10.
front of April Develop.
Come on,
Bring the
Sophia.
10.
What are we
Come on,
doing?
Sophia.
But what a
Come
big
on,
win.
Sophia.
Fraser Abley
Four
stole
10,
this one.
four
Echo 7
10.
goes on to win by
Come on,
about 2.5
stay
to
on,
home
stay
for
on.
rest. And Lady
Where?
Wellington out the cuts
Oh, my
with
God.
then April Developing
4
Speedy
10, hit the
Essa. The
exacta,
rest
though.
headed by Tattoos on My
Hit
Soul.
the
And
exacta,
first
right?
round pick. The time 1:4:71.
Yep, we hit the exacta.
Okay. All right. We're good.
Too bad. That was
We needed that
so
6
close,
to
Tim.
try.
And
That was so
6
close.
at 7-1.
Shit.
So close, Tim. I thought the 6 was going to
10,
hang for
got
us.
cools at the end.
Ugh.
11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was all our
DJ
horses.
Roman
If you
yucking it
look
up.
at our
What did he
try-
have there?
If you look at
Yeah.
our try, it was all our horses. The 11 was there too.
I
EJ
know.
Roman went 410, 410 all.
You just needed
Yep.
our 4 horses
Yep.
that we had in the try, and you could have saved some money.
Yep. That was good.
What does the
look,
410
I only
pay?
bet the exacta to be completely open with you, so I'm fine, but
Yeah, I got it.
we're good. You love to see it.
That was still a great hit, Tim.
First
Man.
quarter, 22 and
You
3.
need a sobriety check on
Half a
Jen
mile,
real quick.
46
and Anna.
flat.
You guys
58
betting
one
a
to the
7 and a
5/8.
3.
The
That was a
time is
17 to 1
1:4:71. Here
piece.
is the finish order. Number 4, the winner.
I'm not trying to be
Echo 7
disrespectful.
over
7 to
10,
1
home
piece.
for a
45
rest.
32 for
11, Lady
okay,
Wellington is
yeah.
third. Fourth,
That's-
number 6,
that's-
April Develop.
Lord have
Females,
mercy.
80
That
bucks,
was
Tim.
10, 11.
We needed that
6-2
6 for
unofficial.
third to hit the try.
I know, yeah.
that would've been
$80 on the exacta, though, Tim. That's not bad.
Yeah,
You
no.
love to see it. You just love to see that, you guys.
Yeah, I was a huge Lady Wellington fan. I thought she was going to be a monster, and then something just went terribly wrong with this horse.
Anna, if you're drunk, you need to hang on. We'll talk a little serial killer talk after. Grandma, thank you. Thank you so much for joining.
Grandma, you are the best, my friend. Congratulations on your win at Charlestown, my friend.
Yeah.
Great job.
And congrats on your great news, and thank you for
Yes,
the
yes. And your great news may bring you much happiness, whatever it is, you so deserve it.
Jen just got off work. I can relate. It's always a big rush for me to get on the show. And I know Tim and Sean too. Believe it or not, we are not internet millionaires. We have to rush home from work. Although Tim is a teacher, so summertime, a little bit more freedom, I think, for Tim than the rest
Yeah, a
of
little
us.
more
but,
freedom. Yeah.
you know, kudos for that. That's the price of being a teacher. Oh, there's an inquiry, folks. I don't know what this means. I didn't see
Ooh.
anything.
Take the 11
Stewards have
down.
opened an inquiry into the
Yeah, take the
turn.
11
These are
down.
all
Yeah.
tickets. The unofficial
go.
winner is Echo 7. Echo 7, back-to-back successes here. And that is also for Fraser Abley on this runner, who was a last start winner back at
But
the end.
Frazier's done really good with
Echo
the
7 is
transition
trained
from
by
Assiniboia
Mike Dunslow.
to
For Bruno
Woodbine.
Chicadans. Congrats going out to Fraser Abley, winning the
You're not
nightcap.
wrong.
3-roll to Bay Philly by Solomini from Sign Off, and McMahon of Saratoga Thoroughbreds LLC.
He's a good
and
rider.
Spruce Lane Farm bred the winner in New York. Again, this inquiry is into the turn. Unofficial on the final race with Echo 7, the unofficial winner. 4, 10, 11, 6, 2, the top 5.
Hell yeah. 10 Oh, shit! I saw 10-1. I thought the 10 horse went off at 10-1.
Who we looking at here? Who's bumping who?
I have no
I
idea.
don't know.
I have no idea.
It must have been. I mean, I didn't see anything this stretch, right?
It's around the turn. They have to, with all the technology in horse racing.
Stewards were
someone-
focusing on horse 7. My assistant, after review, there was no interference
No,
from
it's
or to
done.
the 7, so no change, and
No
the result will
change.
become
No change,
official on
Bob.
the final race. 4, 10, 11, 6 to the top 5.
Okay. Not bad.
Congrats, folks! If you joined in there, I still think that's profitable, Tim. Right? You did a $5 exacta box.
Well, I mean, we definitely profited
On
and
the race, but yeah,
went up
Right,
a little
that's what I
bit in
meant.
our bankroll, but we finished at 88.
not bad at all. Nope.
If that try came in, if that 6 holds up there,
Oh yeah, then they were way ahead. Yeah.
we're walking in Memphis.
We
Bro.
hit the try and we're like in the deep stuff.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Damn it. And the thing is, if you look at those 4 horses, that was the 4 in our try. We just keyed the 6. But if
I
Yeah.
know.
By the way, kudos to Sophie for taking her off the pace today, not going for the lead. You know what I'm saying? She took the 10 off the pace, you know? That was a pretty good shrewd move
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah.
I expected her to
Good
be
call.
on the lead. All of a sudden she went right to the back and brought her new running style for home for a rest. That could be very interesting going forward. Definitely a horse to watch out for if she can get her to run to rate.
not bad, ably bringing it home. The former
We actually-
Assiniboia guy. And speaking of Assiniboia, join us Monday night for
Monday night, Assiniboia.
Hell yeah.
Maybe it could be the return of Anna Kazana.
Oh no. I love Assiniboia. I have been in the background playing and on a stable duel for all of the stable duel. Assiniboia is a legendary place that you don't want to miss.
Yes, I agree.
And I'm not sure if stable duel is still a thing. Like, shout
It
out
is
to
not.
stable duel.
It's dropped off so much. It's dropped
And,
off.
I'm
and
not
shout
sure.
out to our friend Bree, who any day is about to have her second child.
Absolutely best to
Story.
breed.
Love Bree. Bree's a great
Hey,
kid.
look at that, 33.60. You got good breakage
And
there,
it is
sir.
official, the winner
I think you may have to
number 4,
re-total
Echo
that.
7, $8.50 for the win. The exacta 410.
Here we go.
$33.60.
Breakage,
Good
baby.
top pay.
$111.45.
If anybody can
Super,
define the
$502,
actual
5
definition of
cents.
breakage
Have
in the
Jackpot High
chat,
Five
Colin will
compilation.
send you $50.
Wow,
Yes,
that is
yeah.
pretty good.
On
$10,370.90 for a dollar. That's 4, 10, 11.
Did anyone hit the
62.
pick six?
Carryover.
Did the
$40,000.
$3 guy have the
Yeah.
$12.
Carryover.
39
$46 play.
Double the final
Hey, I
two
mean,
winners, 2, 4, 52.50
4 out of
Swinger,
6 paid
14,
$100.
90.
That's how.
or 11.
Or no, that's super.
6,
Sorry.
15,
Where is the?
10,
Oh,
11,
EJ,
60.
great. EJ hit the super too. Great job, EJ. Tim should have hit the super.
Yeah, I had the horses. I should have played it.
And the pick 3, $64.
Those were my
95
top
cents.
4.
The
Those were my
jackpot
top
pick
4
6
horses, not in
will be a
that order.
carryover,
But
but the
I mean,
consolation
if you
is
take the 6 and put it on top, that's my order.
$17.45. The
Yeah. 6,
numbers
4, 10,
1, 2,
11.
then
Nobody
3,
hit the
5,
pick
17,
6.
4. That carryover $9,707.67.
Love it. Nobody picked the 6.
Crazy.
Very good. Well, thank you to everybody for joining us tonight, and especially Ombre back in the house. Love to see him, man.
Hell yeah, I'll be back. You know, I'm in and out.
Yep.
I got-
But that's okay. Yeah, we got the thing. But you, anytime you always join us. You know that.
Yes, and I'm always in the background doing a lot with the videos and all that. So it's not like I've been gone. I've just been
No, he's not been gone, folks. He's been very much
hiding
here.
in the
And
background.
the gate locked up.
Yeah,
Letting
it's
things
awesome
work
to have you
themselves
back,
Off
bud.
they run. Great stuff.
Yeah, man. I will try to make myself more out there again.
Yeah.
So
No, but awesome to have you back.
Frank, my
Love Love to see it. Love to see it. See it.
This, let me set this up here.
Sure, the people have just missed me in my full handsome face and whatever else.
We
Anything
have.
else?
It's always
Close
fun
this
having
one off, boys. I mean, we can do the serial. I mean, I think the serial killer talk thing kind of quieted down, so we can get off that. But I'm here for it.
Great. I'd love to see it.
I say we call it a night. I got a video I got to go record.
There you go.
All right, fair enough, Tim. Damn it.
Great to see you
I'm trying to
guys.
break 2,000 views tomorrow. I saw
got
that
it.
goal. We got a goal set, baby.
We got it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining. I'm glad to be home.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
home. Back at home,
This
and
yeah.
let's do it. Nobody, you guys going to Saratoga soon? Frank says I'm not.
Yes, Frank, I'm going for the Jim Dandy Thursday to Saturday, and then I'll be up for the Whitney just for the Saturday and Sunday. Tim, we're trying still to get Tim.
I'm trying hard. I'm trying hard for the Whitney, but
Yeah, Tim, it's waning, but we're still holding. We're still holding out positivity that
Hey,
his degenerate self. We're hoping that his degenerate self wins out in the war, and then and then he has to get to Saratoga with us, exactly. But well, you know,
Tim, let's do something. Let's one up this conversation. Rather than going to Saratoga, maybe we go to Parks.
definitely.
oh, Parks Derby.
I'd rather go to Parks or Charlestown, or maybe we could go to Golden Gate, which I know is closed now. Maybe we go and look at the
I don't want to
remnants.
go to
of-
Golden Gate. It'd be lonely.
Well,
How about Parks Derby?
It might still be better than Saratoga, the most overrated track in America.
Hey, Hombre, how about Parks Derby?
Yeah, the Penn Derby, I'm in.
Yeah,
When is it? September?
September 21st. Yeah,
Let's go. I'm in.
Keith will be there. I will be there.
Tim? I'm
I'll
in.
take a look. I'll take a look. That's
That's going to be much
Guess
cheaper,
what?
Tim, than
Guess
much
what,
easier to
folks?
get
There's a
flights
casino.
Philly
There's a
than
casino and hotel hooked to it.
yeah.
You don't even have to leave. No driving, no nothing, baby. You just go there and you have a good time.
sounds like a plan.
Yep. Frank, I've never been to Finger Lakes. I've always wanted to go.
All right. I guess there's no serial killer chat.
No,
I
no.
know
All
there's a lot of disappointed people out there, but
There
maybe next week.
you go. Little serial killer in Chucktown. They go kind of like hand in hand.
Yes, yes. It's a good combo. Maybe we do a thumbnail next week with Charles Manson and the Chucktown logo. Something like that.
There you
You know?
go. Fabulous, guys.
All right, everyone. Have a
Great
great
night.
night.
Hombre, great to
Thanks,
have you back, buddy.
Thank you. Peace out, guys. See ya.